Daniel, you intro, ah?
Go for it, go for it.
Alright, so good afternoon everybody. This is today's Thursday Tetris and Scribble IO game. My name is Cliff and today with me I have Daniel Sia.
Okay, welcome guys. We just want to say that this is our third day of MegaMaynia, and we have some competitors and some interesting lineups for today's challenges. So Cliff, what are we playing today?
Alright, so today, like what I mentioned earlier, we'll be doing Tetris and Scribble IO. Tetris is gonna be a battle royale, while Scribble IO is gonna be, Scribble IO. I think that's pretty self-explanatory on that part. Because we're doing a battle royale style, it will be quite a fast one. If anything, Tetris is the fastest game among all the other games in MegaMaynia this week, right, Daniel?
Yeah, and I think it's quite interesting. Okay, so for those who do not know what Tetris is, it's a simple block building game. You'll be given blocks of different colors and you will drop it. And the aim is just to clear lines of blocks. And I guess you can take a look at that a little bit later. Yeah, Cliff, I hear that you are a proficient and experienced player, someone who has played Tetris for some time. Can you tell us a bit more about your experience?
Alright, so Tetris is a really old game, so I feel that this game really suits all age groups, and it will be quite fun to do it. I personally started playing maybe when I was Sec 2 or something, and from there I do play it once in a while now to, like when I'm really bored and I just want to play a quick game of something. I think Tetris really does the job, because these games are really short, and because they are in a competitive setting, it still keeps things exciting while at the same time maintaining the excitement of whatever's going on also. Yeah. So Daniel, what about you then? Have you had any experiences playing Tetris?
Yes, I have. Okay, I have actually played Tetris, and I guess we were both influenced by the same person, is it? Okay, someone who really asked us to play Tetris. But before we go into our life stories and our journeys through Tetris, we're gonna go through today's agenda real quick. If you look at the screen, you will see that at 3 p.m., which is now, in about 2 to 3 minutes time, we will start the face-off between Nicholas, Jenese, Arkash, Anna, and N. Okay, and then we will be followed by a session after that with Scriblio. Okay, there'll be a break in between, so if you need to use the toilet, just tahan until the break so that you can catch every bit of the action. Okay, for those who are watching on your phones and you want to bring your phone to the toilet, go ahead. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, so Cliff, why don't you introduce us to our participants for round 1 and tell us the game format and the game matrix, how it's going to work.
Alright, so I think it'll be interesting to see, let's run through the player name first. So for the first round, we'll actually be having Nicholas with
Hinano.
So followed by Jenese with Jenese Y, Jenese MJ, Arkash with the legendary Princess Arkash, and
I look forward to seeing a lot of grace in the way he plays, a lot of elegant and princess-like actions.
That name, along with Anna for Xylem, and N with N is trying, and that's right. The main point is that we all try. Am I right, Daniel?
Yes, I'm right. Okay, today, no, I'm not. I'm right. You are right. Okay. Today, N is not trying. Okay, N has tried and N will conquer. Okay, do you believe that, Cliff?
That's right. I believe all of them will be able to go out full force on each other, and we're gonna have a very interesting matchup today for Tetris.
Okay, so the game matrix is very simple. All we have to do is that there'll be 3 rounds, and they will tabulate the scores based on the 3 rounds to see who will progress to the next round. So after 3 rounds, next game, sorry. After 3 rounds, 2 people are eliminated and 3 people will head over to the final round, the final game. And the final game will have 3 rounds, and the winners will be the finalists, which we will see on Saturday. Am I right, Cliff?
That's right.
They'll be wrong, okay?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in between also, we'll have a short 1-2 minute break, and after the 3 rounds, we'll have a slightly longer break. So in the meantime, during that, we'll just be talking to you here, and for anyone that wants to say anything, please do send it in the chat. We'll be reading that as the game continues on also. Yeah.
Yeah, so the game is gonna start any moment. I think it's starting in a few seconds time. So let's really all keep our eyes peeled. Okay, let's get the let the participants get into the movement, into the motion, into the mindset. Okay, the game is starting in 3, 2, 1, start.
Are we starting? Yes!
It is starting.
Alright, the players are off, and it seems that Hinano is building really fast. Xylem and Princess Arkash also. Actually, they're all building quite solidly, don't you think so?
Yes, what I noticed is that they're all given very similar pieces, but yet the build is so different.
Yes.
Yeah, what are the strategies that go into building successfully?
I would say it really caters to the type of player that you are, and there are different places to do it. There's this technique where you build up and you leave a gap at the side, just a single gap. Because there's a Tetris piece, there's a straight line, you can send that and clear 4 lines in one go. That's called a Tetris. And it seems that some of them are really going for that method. But right now, as the game progresses, it will get a bit more frantic, and they will just have to try and clear the lines. Because as you see, Hinano right now has a bit of grave spaces that needs to be cleared, and the only way to do that is to clear your own Tetris pieces that you built. So,
we see Jenese is able to clear really quickly. I mean, she was built quite high. But all of a sudden, it's all gone. Yeah, I think it's to the preparation, and also she went for a single line. And the single line clears tend to be a bit more quicker in terms of clearance, because you clear 4 lines at a go.
That's true. And also with Princess Arkash actually maintaining the build, though going at a slow and steady pace, he's still able to keep that no gap kind of setup going on. And I think he really has improved from how he has in the dry run, right, Daniel? You've seen him during the dry run.
Yeah, he was telling us that it was his first time playing and he didn't really know the rules.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Like, as you can see from his gameplay right now, he's able to just stay on the ball with whatever's going on, and is already out with hitting the ceiling first.
So N has tried.
And has
now all the players are pretty close. Arkash is probably the one closest to the ceiling.
Oh, and Arkash has been sent out to the ceiling, leaving only Xylem, Hinano, and Jenese. But Hinano and Jenese are going up to the ceiling. They're really climbing up right now. Xylem's still maintaining that low, close to the ground kind of setup right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you think was gonna hit the ceiling first, Jenese or Hinano? Oh, and it.
I think we have to stay neutral here. We can't really guess. Oh,
all right.
I guess before I could finish the sentence, we realized that Xylem takes the first round. Okay, and the rest of the players have really artistic, masterful, beautiful, creative canvases that they have been working on. Okay, so I think they're gonna start the second round in just a little bit. Who do you was really who are the key players, are the key favorites for the first round?
I think from the way the gameplay has been going so far, I would say Xylem is really holding herself in a very steady position, keeping it low to the ground. And whenever lines are being sent, she's able to clear it as fast as possible, which is really impressive. Like, gotta stay low to the ground to make sure any enemy attacks can be addressed at any moment now. And it seems that we'll be able to go into the next round soon. So let's give that a go. Daniel, you want to do the honors?
Okay, I hope that by the time I say 1, it will start. But 3, 2, 1.
Beep.
3, 2, 1. It's
all right.
So the players are just off to a quick start. I think I saw like 8 pieces drop in a matter of 3 seconds.
Xylem is Hinano, Jenese, all of them are really building very solid foundations. Xylem has gone for a very interesting setup here with that 3 gap at the bottom. You see that, Daniel? Just at that moment, everything has been solved, but the orange piece has just been misplaced. Just never forget that it's still possible to recover from all these things. A single misplacement might set you back by a bit, but 1 step backwards doesn't mean you can't take 2 steps forward, and we are able to still recover from that.
I think that's also a philosophy for life, right? You make a couple of mistakes here, it's okay. We don't give up and just throw our pieces out of the hand, but we actually reevaluate and see how we can make the best of our situations.
That is right. Right now, Hinano has just received a few lines from sent by the other players, and N is trying, and Xylem actually have a few whole-ish kind of builds where they have a few points, but Xylem's trying to recover from that. N is trying is literally the sentence I just wanted to say, even though that's the username, so I really got no words to say for that. Yeah. Daniel.
Actually, for this round, I see that Arkash is performing very strongly. I think it was maybe the first round was a wake-up call for him, and suddenly he's on like fighting spirit, I want to win mode. Okay, he's keeping it very close, very clean, almost flawless. Even if there were mistakes, he was able to clear it in a matter of seconds. So I think I'm really hoping that Arkash takes this one because he seems to be moving at least 2 times the speed of the previous round.
Yes. It seems that Arkash was about to go for a save, like clearing a line, but decided to swap out with the hold. Daniel, do you know anything about the hold function here in Tetris?
There is a hold function. I can't remember what the button is, but if they press a certain button, they're able to hold a piece and transit to the next piece. But they can only hold one piece at a time. Okay, so right now when you see, whoa, Hinano just got knocked out. It's Arkash and Xylem for the final few seconds. Let's take a look at what Arkash does.
And Arkash has taken the second with everything that's going on.
I think that's a valiant effort from Arkash. I think from all the players, they're performing very well. Xylem obviously sending a lot faster. I mean, if you look at the stats, Xylem has sent way more than Arkash.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because Princess Arkash has actually sent 11 lines but was able to get second, and Hinano sent 19 lines but got third. Do you think there's any reason for this?
I think it's all about timing, about when you send and when you clear the grey spaces. Because if you are not able to clear the grey spaces in time, even though you have a very nice build, they might hit you straight to the ceiling.
That's right. So it's not just about the attack, there is a defense. So in Tetris, it's not just about playing and sending lines. There is a strategy, there is an attack, and there is a defense. So you really gotta keep that in mind as you build your Tetris pieces if you ever play Tetris, competitive Tetris.
Yeah, and just looking through the players' chat, I think they are all pretty motivated. They're asking each other, 加油, and they're also saying, my fingers are painful. And I guess it's normal because of the speed in which they are sending. Yeah, but all the best to our players for the third round of the first game to see who will be knocked out and who will be heading to the next semi-final sort of round.
Yeah, that's right. The game will be starting soon. Let's give it another countdown. 3, 2, 1. Ding! 1, 2, 3. Ding!
Ding! Beep, beep,
beep, beep.
Stop.
We're trying to like telepathically call for this. So
okay, go.
And it has started already. Okay. So Hinano has gone for a very interesting placement of the red piece. Princess Arkash going in for that slide. Did you see how that line fit into the red piece? Like,
yes, I saw that was really good. And actually, it's actually quite difficult to focus everywhere because all of the players are moving so quickly. Even Jenese, I think this round she's building very slowly but cleanly, leaving just enough gap for whatever piece comes her way.
That's right. All the players really maintaining it quite well. Xylem has just sent a few lines. I wonder who is going to be sent to at any moment right now. We're going to see it by whoever's ceiling is about to raise. So Jenese is actually clearing the lines that's being sent to her really well as she's going back down to the ground, which is the strategy here. You want to keep it as low as possible. Xylem 2 is keeping it really low, while N is trying and Hinano is attempting to clear their own lines before they're able to address it. But Arkash, look at Arkash. He's like practically cleared already and going in for the... Is he going to do a hold? Is he going to switch? Oh, he didn't. So Arkash is really... Wow, you guys should have really seen this progression. It's insane. I can't emphasize this enough. Arkash...
Not throwing shade, but he really, really has risen to the occasion. He's really showing so much progress. And even N, I see even though she's very close to the top, she's still clearing lines. Yeah. She's not giving up. She's still focusing on what matters, which is clearing the topmost line.
That's right. It's really impressive. You should continue to hold on and do your best, though the circumstances may not be able to may not seem to be in your favor, you can always pull a clutch. Daniel, do you know about what's a clutch? I'm not talking about that.
Yes, I do know what's a clutch. Okay, I think it's used everywhere, and most young people know what's a clutch. But it's more of like a very last minute decisive move that gives them the victory. Okay, so now we are down to the last 3 players for this round. We have Jenese MJ, Princess Arkash, our graceful one, and Xylem, our scientific water bringing
Xylem,
tree stem kind of score thing. Okay, so I think Arkash is holding strong, Jenese is holding strong, Xylem is pushing them really, really hard.
Yeah.
One of them,
wow,
and
Xylem
Arkash is knocked out. Now it's just Jenese and Xylem.
That's amazing.
Jenese takes second place while Xylem retains his number 1 spot.
It's crazy. It's crazy how right now for Xylem, the amount of lines sent by Xylem is significantly higher than the second place. What do you think that really contributed to this? Because if you notice, okay, so to clarify with everybody, the lines being sent, so every time they clear a line, that will accumulate to their sent, as you see on the screen. While received is whatever opponents have sent over to them. And it's quite interesting because for Xylem, there's 15 received, the highest among everybody else in this match. But at the same time, still able to come on top. Like still able to come out on top, which is I would say quite a mad respect to do it. Because you're like fighting back fire against fire. Everybody's trying to take you down, but then you continue to push back with all the lines sent, which in this case is 27.
It does frustrate you. I mean, imagine building and halfway suddenly 5 blocks appear or 3 blocks appear. I think it really throws you off a little bit. So being able to keep your composure and continue to clear lines is really what makes or breaks a good Tetris player. And I think Xylem, Jenese, Princess Arkash, Hinano, as well as NS Trying have both demonstrated that whole focus and composure. Okay, so right now, let's take a look at the scoreboard.
Right, transitioning to the scoreboard.
Okay, if you look at the scoreboard, you will see our current scores.
Alright, the first 3 games are over. I'm just going to read it out to you right now. Nicholas Hinano with 10 points in total, Jenese with 9 points, Arkash with 9 points, Anna with 3, and N with 14 points. Wow.
N with 14 points.
Daniel, are you able to translate this for me?
Okay, so I think the higher your score, the worse you are, because I realize it's not points, but it's position. So Anna has been the first place for all 3 rounds.
Alright.
And the other 2 second place players will be Jenese and Arkash, who have taken 2nd, 5th, and 2nd. So just so that everyone's not confused, to clarify, the people who have been eliminated are N
and Nicholas. Yes, we are playing golf here, okay? The lower the point, the better, okay? That is we are gonna do this like golf, like Tiger Woods. And
they are eliminating 1 player, am I right? Or are they eliminating 2 players? Yes.
Alright, so the 2 players that will be eliminated and will is Nicholas and N is trying. Hinano and N is trying will be eliminated. And right now, as we move on to a 5-minute break, we will also the players will come back and will be taking up to compete for the finals on Saturday. And don't forget to tune in on Saturday to find out who's the winners for all the other games too.
Yeah, and I think even as the players who have been they're not eliminated, they are promoted to spectator.
That is right.
Players we just want to give them a big round of applause. Thanks for joining us for this Tetris battle. I think it's not easy picking up a new game or even a super old game that you have never played. It's probably something that our parents played.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So a big round of applause to them, and we'll let the other 3 players go and stretch their fingers, go grab a drink of water, go stand up and walk around for a little while before they come back for the semi-finals.
Alright, Daniel.
Okay, so as I was like going through the net, I found a couple of weird facts that are coming from about Tetris. So you hear this annoying na 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 na. That's that Tetris song. It is actually a love folk song from USSR, from Russia, about okay, let me look for it. From Russia, about a peasant girl and a peddler. So actually, what you're listening is a piece of history, a piece of Russian history, and yeah, I think that's just quite interesting.
Daniel, I need a clarity. What's a peddler?
A peddler, or is someone who sells random things. They didn't clarify what he was selling. So peddlers are those people who sit by the street and like sell their goods. They peddle goods.
Okay. So yeah. They. Okay, I feel like I was gonna say something like a really bad pun here about peddling, but yes, I get it. I get the point.
It's okay, but anyway, yeah. So I think this music was transformed into an 8-bit form of kind of like video game music and put into very early versions of the consoles where Tetris was first played.
Yeah, actually, it's quite crazy how a country like Japan would adopt something like a tune from the USSR. But if you think about it much deeper, Osaka is like up to the north, and right next to them is already Russia. So it's not really too far-fetched for them to establish that connection, right? Yeah.
Actually, contrary to common belief, actually this game was created and designed in Moscow.
Oh,
by a video game ambassador from some special location, and subsequently the Japanese took it over and input it into their early Nintendo systems.
Oh man, you're really dropping a lot of like history facts here today, man.
Actually, it's just all from the same page.
Oh, but it's alright. You're dropping this knowledge upon everybody in the stream, so it really is like an experience for us to know. Even I didn't know that, so.
Don't worry, I didn't know that before I read this, and I think we are both learning, and I'm glad that every one of our viewers is learning about this interesting game called Tetris as well.
That's right. Alright, in the meantime, everybody, if you want to say anything, please do that in the chat. In the meantime, we'll be moving on to round 2 right now. We'll be going on with Princess Arkash, Xylem, and Jenese to see who will be able to move on to the finals on Saturday. I stoned for a moment. Yeah. Alright.
Okay, the game is starting, and we have the 3 players. They are off.
Oh man, it's gonna be quite an interesting match. Xylem really going in for that build. Arkash.
Oh no, Arkash does not seem to be moving. Is he AFK?
Is there something going on? Yeah. Is there some technical difficulty?
Okay, now he is moving. He is moving. Maybe he was just trying to give them a bit of leeway, a bit of chance before he starts.
Yeah, Arkash, he's gonna do that like hidden power, crouching tiger, hidden dragon kind of move, and then he's gonna unleash like 15 lines.
Perfect clear from Arkash.
Oh my, Jenese is getting them lines sent over to her, so I hope that she's able to catch whatever's going on. Xylem actually has a few interesting movements here and there, but still has really good finesse. Yeah, a misplacement right there. A misplacement right there. But as what we said earlier, it's not impossible to fix whatever mistakes have been made here in Tetris. Am I right?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Okay, we see Arkash, even though it was a slow start, maybe it could have been a strategic thing to prevent lines from being sent to him. But he is right now one of the Okay, no, he just made a mistake. But don't worry, he can clear that mistake and he can still come on top.
Similar to Xylem, the mistake that we saw earlier is completely gone now. You can't even see a trace of it, and all the lines are being just sent one piece after another. There's like a blitzkrieg, just like 1942 with the German army attacking.
Okay. Nice. I see how we are bringing a bit of history here and there just to educate our viewers.
Yeah.
Wow, Xylem has another very clean clear. He has no more grey lines, and I see that Arkash and Jenese are still holding on. Jenese is being very level in the way she's building. You see, she's always leaving like one gap so that it's really easy to clear and to fill in.
Yeah, that's right. Daniel, it seems that Jenese, with Xylem still at the most bottom, Jenese and Arkash are the ones that are really trying to hold it out together. Do you think there's any way for them to get out of this predicament?
They are taking the heat, but it's not impossible. Not very likely, based on my honest opinion. But I believe that if they try hard enough, they can survive for at least another 20 seconds.
Alright, Arkash has been out already and it's only left Jenese and Xylem, which has concluded this. Just like a podium stand, we have 3-1-2. Wait, that's how a podium stand looks like, right?
No, I think the podium stand is like 2-1-3, because the 1 is like the highest in the middle.
Yeah, 1 is highest in the middle, but the podium is like, the 2 is on the...
2 is on the left.
2 is on the left, right, okay.
Don't worry, we are all at our computers now. We can always just Google it real quick. And the answer for that question is that the 2, oh no. It shows me some other things. It shows me podium and interactive. Oh, the 2 is on the left.
Okay, so yes, you heard it here first. 2 is on the left of a podium and then it's 2-1-3. That's right. 2-1-3 is the arrangement in a podium stand. Wow. The stats, going back to the stacks also, Xylem with 27 lines being sent. If you realize that Xylem has been maintaining a consistent amount of lines throughout the game, similar to Arkash, not really so. Arkash has actually sent fewer lines. I believe it's from that beginning with that lag at that moment, right?
But I think it could have been a strategy, because I think the lower you are, the less likely lines are to be sent to you. So let's say if you let yourself not build, you are... Actually, I'm not too sure how the rubric works or how the mechanics work.
I guess it would make sense to do that kind of strategy. Imagine you're not placing any blocks. So it really can go either way. When they start sending you lines, you can clear it straight away. Anyway, we'll be moving on to the next round after this. So right now we'll be going. Daniel, let's try and do our telepathic.
Okay. 1,
go.
3,
Okay.
2. Okay.
We were too good. We were too good that it already went
just have
off.
to think of the numbers. We didn't have to say them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Princess Arkash, Xylem, and Jenese. Jenese was stoning there for a moment and like seeing which piece to put down. You know, like a artist that needs to look at the canvas.
Yeah.
It was
the
like
artist looks at the canvas and figures out where he wants to place the colors.
That's right. So Jenese going in for that more careful precision kind of move, going with that hold. Xylem still going in with a fast-paced German blitzkrieg over here. Wow, I can't believe I've been making this many like history references.
Historical references. But don't worry, I see Arkash, he's made a couple of mistakes, or maybe it's all intentional. Maybe he's trying to create a work of art. Apparently Tetris has been used as an art form in modern pop art, and he has really, I think the most expensive, okay, I will go and find out later, but there's one expensive piece of art that was created using just Tetris pieces.
Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. Like digitally?
I'm not sure. I'll go and check it out later. I saw it, but I didn't click the link.
Alright.
Anyway,
so, right.
Xylem is building, but
Xylem got a few misplacements, so it will be quite difficult to say whether there's a recovery can come about that very easily. Princess Arkash really close to the ground. I really have hope for Arkash this round. I want to see how Arkash will really play this out in the later part of this game. So right now Arkash holding off really well. Jenese is quite close to the ceiling. Xylem gonna go in and is bringing it back down to the floor right now. It's quite crazy. I think Xylem was close to the ceiling, but not anymore. So Jenese has taken it out, and Princess Arkash now holding on rather strongly. Oh man, I think this will be quite a tough match. Arkash close to the ground, but Xylem with a lot of pieces being placed is quite close to the ceiling. If Arkash can send a few more lines, it means that Xylem will be taking this.
It's anyone's game now, as long as whoever can send the lines will be victorious.
Okay, it's really close. It's really close. Come on, Arkash.
My palms are sweating.
Whoa!
And Princess Arkash takes the second round.
Wow, Princess Arkash does it.
Second kind of.
Wow. Arkash has actually done it. Has taken down the stand in this podium here. We are now doing a 1-2-3 setup.
1, 2.
Oh, it's crazy. Because Xylem has been holding on pretty solidly for the previous few rounds, but Princess Arkash finally going in and taking that first place. That's crazy. But It seems that over in the chat, Xylem is saying that there has been a few mistakes being made, and because of that, it led up to the downfall also.
Let's not forget Jenese, who is actually a really strong contender, even though she's up against the ever reigning Xylem. She's still always putting up a fight, always clearing the blocks, even to the final moments. And I think that's what I respect in a Tetris player, one that never gives up.
Yeah, that's right. And if you see also, Princess Arkash has a 8-line send. Though Xylem has been sending most of the lines, and Arkash has been receiving it, because of the fact that he's so close to the ground, he's actually able to survive so much. Alright, it seems we'll be moving on to the next round after this. I believe this is our final round.
Yes, it is our final round. The final face-off. Let's end it with a bang. Let's see how these players are going to go all out and Tetris battle.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy to see how this will turn out. I would really say all the contenders have gone really far out for this.
And the game has started. Let's take a look. Xylem once again always starting out fast.
Xylem going with that left side build and Arkash with that right side build. Yeah, as in that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Alright.
Okay, so we see all players are following same strategy. They're actually not differing from round to round. I think that makes sense because they practice with that style and they are not supposed to change it in the midst of fierce competition.
That's right. It seems that Xylem has been playing often enough to actually do a bit of a look ahead. Do you know what's that, Daniel?
What's the look ahead? Can you tell me more about that?
Alright, so look ahead is when you're playing the game and at the corner of your eye, you're able to see the next pieces that drop. And because the Tetris pieces have colors, you'll be able to see what's next and you can strategize how you want it to be placed for the next piece that comes. So it's a bit of strategy work, and after a while you will develop second nature to it.
Nice.
Yes.
See Xylem maintaining that clean floor with no grey pieces, no line sent to her. And we see Jenese and Arkash still keeping it low, very close to the grey ground. So I think it's really this last round where they're trying to give it their all. They're trying to put up a good fight, not just for themselves, but for the viewers out there who are supporting them. And I think it's very important for all you MegaLifers out there watching this to continually support and to cheer on your fellow friends.
That's right. As right now, the blocks are being sent, that are being cleared by Xylem is being sent over to Princess Arkash and Jenese. They are not backing down at all. They are doing their best to clear their lines and send it back to who it came from, which in this case is Xylem.
Yes,
yeah.
And you see Xylem is easily clearing, easily building, and easily taking out his opponent for many rounds. But I'm hoping that Arkash and Jenese show some ability to create and to build and to send a little quicker in the final moments of the game.
That's right. Princess Arkash actually is lower in like the ceiling level than Xylem. So it's very possible that Xylem might be able, or a misplacement by Xylem. It's very possible that Xylem will be able to hit the ceiling first in this round.
Wow. Wow.
All the players climbing up.
It's anyone's game.
Oh no, Xylem is really going in for that. Going in for that last piece. Oh, Xylem got third. Xylem got third. Okay, that's...
So now it's down to Arkash and Jenese.
Okay, who will it be? Who will it be?
Oh! And Jenese takes the third round. That is crazy. One round taken by Xylem, one round by Arkash.
Oh my. Oh
and
man.
One round taken by Jenese.
That means, right, each player, all these three players have won one round each. It's a tie.
But does it depend on whether they get second or third for the different rounds?
If you think about it, if you
does
calculate all the score, it's a tie. It's gonna be a tie.
No, it depends on how many rounds Arkash got second for. If Arkash got 2 seconds and 1 first, Arkash would be better than those who get...
Alright, let's leave it to the people to tabulate the score as we see. But from what we know, it's more or less a tie on how everything's going on right now.
Yes, it looks like a tie.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Okay, so with the other games that have been played so far on the other days, I wouldn't have expected Tetris to end up in a tie with such closeness.
Yes, it's intense.
Yeah, it's in... How do you... Okay, we were expecting... All the players are generally about the same skill level. Some are a bit more than others. But it's really insane that this is how it turned out to be. All right.
Right now, it's going to the final tiebreaker battle. This was a lot more exciting than I expected it to be. My palms are sweaty. I am leaning
knees are weak.
My screen, my mom's spaghetti. Okay, anyway, let's go. The fourth and final round. Tiebreaker round.
This is
in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, they're going in crazy and hot for this. Right now, Xylem is building real fast. Princess Arkash going for a very wide build over here, which I think is gonna be building towards a Tetris, but okay, maybe not. And Jenese going in for whatever can be made and cleared at the same time. So,
nice.
Daniel, what's your opinion? Do you think that building high and clearing all at once is a good strategy, or I build and clear and build and clear? Which one?
I think both work. Both have different merits. For example, if you build really high, you can send a lot of lines at once that will really confuse you and affect your opponents. But if you consistently build and clear, then you don't really have to focus on what your opponents are doing. You just need to focus on speed. So I think that's something that Xylem has been doing. She has been focusing on sending lines, but Jenese has been focusing on sending and clearing her lines.
That's true. Princess Arkash actually is on the higher end of the seeding right now. Xylem has no gray areas at all, meaning that they have to send lines to Xylem to make sure that they keep themselves on an even playing ground. But there has been a misplacement by Xylem. I think as the game has been going on, Xylem is getting a bit more on the nervous side, don't you think?
Yeah, that's possible. Sometimes in the finals, we do get nervous, butterflies in our belly. We do get a little bit antsy, but I think it's okay as long as the participants successfully channel that into fighting spirit.
Yeah.
The very recurrent word that I've said many times today. Also, Cliff, earlier you mentioned Tetris. What is a Tetris?
A Tetris? Wow, that's actually a good question. I would think that a Tetris is a block that the official term from what I see in competitions is they are called if I'm pronouncing this right, tetramino. So like
Tetramino.
Yeah, tetramino. So it's anything. It's a combination of 4 squares and how you can arrange them in a different way. In this case, you can see there's the T piece, the line piece, and if you fun fact, in the original Tetris game, each Tetris piece does have a name. Yeah,
like Bob and Sally and James and Steve?
Yeah, something like that actually. Oh,
wait, are you serious?
I'm not joking. It's really a thing. But Princess Arkash has just taken in that 3rd place. Jenese is about to hit that ceiling, leaving Xylem in that remainder. So Xylem has taken it back home once again with that 1st place, breaking the tiebreaker and deciding how this has gone. Once again, we are doing that weird reverse podium layout of 3-1-2.
Okay.
Yeah, I still love saying that. I don't know. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I think it's lovely to see these 3 people really fight it out. I thought it was going to end in 3 rounds. It ended in 4 rounds. It really brought us to the edge of our seats. And right now, we pronounce the winner. Okay, not winner. The 2 people heading to the finals for this Saturday would be.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear my. Okay, don't worry. We will relook at the stats and scores and calculate who is the real top 2 that will enter the final round. Okay, let's take a look at a bit of the stats.
Alright. It's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna play out. Daniel, would you say
okay, let's just continue talking so that the audience are in more suspense. Let's not break that whole suspense.
I feel like we've been building towards suspense and then giving more suspense. That's how we're doing it right now.
But that's perfectly fine because our audience are very forgiving and people who are very patient.
And understanding.
Yes, understanding.
Yes, thank you. It is indeed like what Nigel has just said in the chat, it is a cliffhanger. Alright.
It is a cliffhanger, definitely.
If I had $1 for every time somebody made a pun with my name, I would have enough to buy Tetris on a Nintendo Switch, I guess. I guess that's the way to measure it.
I think I'm so glad to see that this whole MegaMaynia is happening because I think MegaLife family and as a community has always been something that I've cherished. Even when I grew up, there were like mixed age cells. I really enjoyed that community. And even I think even when you were growing up, you had a community in MegaLife. Am I right?
That's right. In MegaLife, I have been able to spend time. I was from the technical ministry last time also, and I'm still in my cell group. We are still going out now. We are in High Life, and wow, it feels just like yesterday that it was the last day of MegaLife with me. Like spending it on a Saturday, and now it's like here I am, commentating for Tetris. Really.
Yeah, and fun fact is that we used to be in the same cell. I guess I was Cliff cell leader, and right now we are actually commentating together. So I think that's a very interesting dynamic, and I think yeah, it really shows that in MegaLife everybody grows up together.
Able to see each other grow. Back when Daniel had braces.
Yeah, and Daniel was very short.
Alright, we'll be able to see the announcement. We'll be able to see the thing real soon, guys. So hold on to your horses. Alright, here are the scoreboard results. Here we have Anna with 1, 2, 3, 1, which gives it a 7. Arkash with 9, and Jenese with 8. Wow, that's rather interesting how it played out in the end.
So thank you very much, Arkash, for joining us. And our Princess Arkash has really been the royal, graceful one today. But you will also be promoted to spectator, and the other two players, Jenese and Xylem, will be promoted to the final round.
Amazing. I love it how everybody gets a promotion.
Yeah. So in this game, everyone wins. In MegaMaynia, everyone wins, except for the ones who really win the bubble tea. Those are the real winners.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, we'll just give you a short break before we come back for the next game. We have Scriblio next with our two very, very funny, very interesting, very lively commentators.
Who are they, Daniel? Can you tell us the names? I'm curious.
Cliff, why don't you tell me the names?
Alright, the names are... Can I get a drum roll here?
Okay, I'm trying. Can you hear it? I'm drumming.
Alright, Nigel and Jonas.
Wow, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, I'm clapping. I think it's just the two of us clapping, but...
It's alright. They can all clap from their homes or in the chat. They can all send the clapping emoji. I think there's an emoji button in the chat on YouTube also.
Yeah, so thanks guys for joining us, and I think right now we'll give you a short 3-minute break. 3-minute break before the next game. Before the next game starts. Okay, if not, that's Cliff and Daniel. Bye guys.
Bye. See you guys later. See you on Saturday. That's right.
See you on Saturday where we'll see the final face-off for Tetris.
Alright. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What? Hey, what are you doing in my house?
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, what are you doing in my house? Hey, Shalom.
Hey, wait. Wrong church.
Oh, hey. How come there's so many people in our Skype one? I think, the stalkers, they're watching us. What's happening?
Forget already, is it? Commentating for the Scribble.io game,
Oh, yeah, we commented for Scribble.io. Oh, I forgot. I was too busy watching Tetris. Oh, it was so intense.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it's not so stressed, I was just voting for Anna all the way, but Arkash came from behind for that.
Honestly, right? Yeah, that was the second last round was super intense. I didn't expect that. The tables
was hitting so hard. That's right, Jonas.
Yeah, just like how Giselle put it in the comment section. The turn really tables.
Yeah, what a turn of tables. However, I can't turn my table right now. But anyway, we do a very quick introduction of ourselves. So hello, so my name is Ninus, as you know, and I lead MLO3A. I'm 22 years old, and I think I'm feeling very old already. And the interesting fact is that yes. And so, just to tell you guys, right, the interesting fact is that I just came out of prison. That means, I just came out of army camp. So I have a lot to talk about. I think I too crazy already. How about you, Jonas?
Yeah, I am not Jonas. I am.
Alright. Jojo.
I see. So I'm
Jojo.
young, right? So here's something, a very fun thing, right, is that I usually commentate on games that I don't know what everyone is saying, but like, especially anything called my feelings, and I don't know. Like,
Jojo, I think you're having some technical difficulties as I cannot really hear you.
okay, hold on, maybe a sec.
What a flex pace for that earbuds right there. I think I had to put on my own too. Alright, so as we were saying just now, for Tetris, right? I think it was a super exciting game, especially when we thought that Anna was dominating for the whole match. However, many people came from behind, from Jenese, from all the way from Arkash, and even so many of them, they just overtook each other, and it wasn't really a one-horse race, as you know. Everybody was battling, and everybody just came up from the last minute. And I think that even as we went to the next round of Scribble.io, we want to just say the top two people who were, if I'm not wrong, were Anna and Arkash. Am I right, Jonas?
Yep, and Arkash really won just by a mere point. What's her name? Jean same J, right? I don't know.
I think yeah. Jenese.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was a 1 point. Won by a mere 1 point, and it was a very close fight.
I agree. And now we are moving on to this game of Scribble.io. However, if you think that Scribble.io is boring, right? You're right. But fear not, because that's why they chose Jonas and Nigel to commentate for this game.
Yep, Nigel, maybe you could share with us how we're going to go about this game today.
Alright, thanks Jonas. So even that, we will have 4 games happening while we speak, and we will be commentating on one game. Each round will take up to about 18 minutes. 18 minutes. I think 18 minutes is a lot of time, especially when you only have about 60 to 80 seconds to draw. And as you know, they don't know why they chose Jonas and I, because we are not very good at drawing as well. And not only that, the stakes are high because, as you know, we are winning points for our area. 5 players advance to the finals, where, again, the many prizes will come there. So Jonas, why don't you explain to us what is this I'm Ref doing there?
Okay, so that in every game there will be this player called I'm Ref, which will be the just someone who is just moderating the game for us, and it's just to help with screen sharing and keep the game as a fair one.
Okay, so even as we know, with that, while we're waiting for the contestants to come in and for the game to start, I think we must remember that why we have this MegaMaynia, as Daniel was talking about, is that we want to create and gather MegaLife together as a whole family, as a community, and create and encourage camaraderie. And with this friendly relationships as a church, this is what we should be doing, especially encouraging each other through the games, and also creating new friends and making way for more people to come in. I think that many of us might know that there are newcomers coming up in this. There are many newcomers coming in these games to actually play with us. So stick around and create new friends. Jojo, why don't you tell us more about what is at stake here for the top 5 people?
Well, Niners, you might really want to keep your ears really open for this because the prizes are super good. You know, for
tell me more.
2 players who play very well in the finals, right, the champions, they will get a $10 Grab voucher.
$10? Wow!
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah. Oh my god, $10 is absolutely nuts. You know, I don't know where the church can get that kind of money, but you know what? God really gives us blessing. So
that's right.
It gets even better, right? Because the champions, right, who earn points for the area, right, will get to win the whole entire area. Every single member of the area, right.
The whole area
of poverty sent straight to their doorstep.
Oh my goodness! And I heard that it's from Singfu Tang. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah. Confirm will feel damn sinful after you drink.
Well, hey, you know, guys, whoever who is watching right now, as you can hear the thunder in the background, why don't you comment down below? What will you do if you had that $10 for yourself? If you want to give it 2 times an offering, ups lah. I think it will be one of the best things. So, Jojo, it looks like our competitors are all inside already. Let's take out our commentary mics.
Okay, sweet man. I got this, man.
Yeah, so we have on the left corner, we have mcspicy. I am really hungry for some mcspicy. I haven't eaten McDonald's for very long. Who's the next person?
In the other corner, we have... Wait, let me just take a look at this. We have... Shalom with 9 O's.
I really thought you said it was the wrong church already. I thought we real life, right? Never mind. We still partnering church, you know, one church, one body. That's right. And in another 2 corners, we have foosball.
Yeah. Hey, wait, Niners. Speaking of foosball, right? I see that, you know, behind you there's a very nice shade of red right there. What's that?
Okay. So I think we are all ready to start, even when we have Phoebe as well.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like... Jonas, why are you wearing that shirt?
Hey, why are you wearing that shirt? I should ask you that.
I think your shirt don't look very nice, leh.
I think yours, right, looks a bit too light. I think if it was a bit darker, right, I think it would be perfect, you know.
Then what team do you support?
I think I support Team Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Team Jesus.
That's my bro, man.
That's right.
I was waiting for the game. You know, Niners, why not you just tell me, who's that handsome looking lad right beside you in your background?
Right beside me in my background, this is, am I pointing to the correct side? I think this is this is Jojo. Yeah, right here, he's my best friend, you know, only in this game. So, we're coming out together. And who's the handsome man beside you?
This lad right here, right? His name is Niners. He's been who I've been playing my Scribble.io games with since today.
Yeah.
Because before today there wasn't anyone else to play with.
Yeah, Jonas has been calling me all day, all night. But okay, if you guys think that the advantage goes to people who are playing Scribble very often, now and they'll know the words, fret not, because there will be over 200 overwords provided by the organizers themselves to be able to have custom words. So the stakes are really high because you will never know whether you have heard those words, especially in the Scribble.io bank as well.
Yep.
So even as we wait, we want to just talk about very quickly, how do we actually pronounce Scribble.io? Jonas, why don't you tell us more about that?
A lot of people, right, they will pronounce Scribble.io as Scribblio, and Linus, I actually heard that you know someone who really says it in a very interesting way. Why not you just tell me?
I agree. I think it all started with my co-leader Amanda Young, where she started to talk about Scribblio. Okay, we will talk about this more soon, but it looks like the games are ready to start.
Let's get cracking.
Again, we are gonna have, there'll be 3 other matches happening at the same time, and John will be starting off this whole game. He starts off with a circle again with just 3 letters over there and a smiley face. It looks like there's something to do with the top of his head. Oh, and foosball has just guessed the very first word. Phoebe, not long, Shalom, mcspicy, John, and yes, Max. Oh, it looks like mcspicy. McSpicy was very close to getting that word. And now we move on to the next one where foosball is drawing. Jonas, tell us more.
Wow. Okay, foosball, he starts with a line and it goes into a circle that looks very familiar. It might look like a specific character that we see a lot, you know?
Yeah, I think it's my favorite character, especially when I play. But it looks like Shalom and McSpicy are going to get these points and they are gaining the lead. I think they are going to reach the top. Remember that this is a game of chance and you will not be... and the last winner, the last person will not stay last for too long, especially since now it's the start. And the players are all struggling very hard just to spell Kirby. So, yep. Jonas.
And look, honestly, I don't know how the others would have spelled it so quickly. It's absolutely nuts, you know. Like, and John didn't manage to get it. Oh my god, it's actually...
Yeah, and they are all laughing and saying it's so close, but I think that was a very good drawing, especially with the eyes there. So, I want to give some props and thumbs up to the contestant. And it looks like that is a log cake. What do you think?
It's like a log cake. It could be a tree trunk. I don't know. It's brown in color. Anything could be brown, you know. And she cancelled it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Oh my god.
Yeah, she cancelled it. Okay, and it looks like many of them are guessing wood, cinnamon, cinderline. And I think it's a fun fact here about Scribble.io is that, as you can see at the top, right, there are actually the letters for you to guess. And McSpicy from 5th place, as I said, has taken a lead to the 1st place. Right there.
Yep.
Wow, what a thunder strike! But it looks like there are some Christmas elements there, and Ref is just laughing at somebody. Well, Phoebe guessed fungus. How does that make sense to you, Jonas?
I don't know because because I think the circle it throws everyone off. The circle with the green and the red stuff. You know, I myself.
Oh no! It was a burrito. It was bread. Oh, I get it now. It was bread. It was a burrito. No, it was inside. No, sorry, burrito is something with meat. Oh, I just messed up.
Oh yeah. No, it's okay. But honestly, that one strategy that a lot of people use will be having to draw very well. That's a very key aspect that you have to have in Scribble.io. Yes. Don't you think, Linus?
Yes. Yeah, Jojo. I think that many of them actually start off by drawing a cap or a circle. Circle and lines are very things. It looks like this guy is holding his arm up to his hand. Is he like stretching? And McSpicy says toad. Foosball is like dude. I think it's 4 letters. This cowboy. Oh, Shalom just joined the game. I think she just disconnected. But don't worry about those points actually.
Set of points though.
Yeah, Jonas, why don't you tell us more about the points that were? Is it fair that they quit and they come back?
I think the best thing to do will be always to stay connected. Is because it's super unfortunate that when you lose your points and then you have to start from 0 again. It's super unfortunate, especially when you coming to
yeah, however, do not be afraid because the points are actually being accumulated by the organizers. And it looks like only John was able to guess it, and Phoebe, the drawer, got 55 points as well. And look, John just moved out of place. This again, I say, is not the end at all. McSpicy, the first place, is drawing. It looks like a nugget. Oh, Phoebe has just drawn it. We have just gotten it.
That is absolutely crazy. That is...
Oh, foosball as well. I think, whoa, it looks like some sort of a squid kind of thing, but I'm not very sure. Oh, it looks like a crab, but I think that drawing...
Cool. Oh my goodness.
That drawing of crab is as good as my primary school drawing where I feel... oh no, it's a frog!
Oh, it could be a frog, huh?
Yeah, I think the G gave everybody a good chance, but... Unless I'm red. Oh, John gave a thumbs down for that. I think the sad face on the drawing says it all. And they're all laughing at the drawing. Again, the first place has actually changed to foosball. What a turnaround there.
What a turnaround. Yeah, McSpicy was doing very, very well at first, you know. And, you know, you shouldn't just give away your kind of points like that just by drawing
everybody just guessed lightning, but the turnaround is that McSpicy has chosen again. It looks like the number 1 player, foosball, has been struggling in the past few matches. But don't worry, you guys. We encourage you guys to not be afraid and not to just lag behind. But remember that this is a game for camaraderie.
Yes.
Shalom comes in to draw another one. Jonas, why don't you tell us more about what she's drawing? It looks like a what? A lock?
I don't know. It looks like a You know, it could be ice cream, could be a lollipop, could be a airport.
Oh, everybody gets candles. Oh, it looks like jewel. I think that's what he's trying to say. Is trying to show that is actually
Oh, that is a very good guess, Linus. That is.
Yes. Thanks, Jojo. And I think the IMREF heard us talking and he has actually inputted jewel, but it looks like that is not the correct word since the second letter is R. I am trying to think so hard of what that is. But it looks like kind of looks like all of the different things in Singapore, and many of the different guesses are very diverse. With jewel, keyhole, torch, camera, podium, canopy, but it doesn't really make sense since there's an R.
Wow, John gives a ... I think that's a very good guess as well. Oh wow!
It was an unfortunate. It was an unfortunate round. Nobody managed to get the points, but I would say that is as good as my drawing is gonna get. We move on to the next round. Jonas, why don't you tell us more about this?
Yep, and as we watch, John is drawing now, and he starts off with a cup and with a, I don't know, it could be a lemon with that.
It looks like some sort of a cocktail.
Yeah, cocktail.
And mcspicy and foosball has gotten it. What a turnaround where John was actually in first place and Phoebe, but now we are about 200 points clear at the top, but they are not very far away. Jonas, it's going to be a very close match, man.
Yeah, and I'm sure John must be hoping that the rest of them will be guessing faster, because the more people who guess faster for his drawing, the more points that the drawer will get himself.
That's right. So even as we are drawing and we are watching the other people draw, why don't you guys comment in the comment section down below? What do you think these drawings are? Wow, this is actually a very good drawing. I'm guessing of some kind of a fish.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like Finding Nemo.
It could be an anglerfish or maybe a piranha. I don't know. It has sharp teeth.
Yeah, Phoebe has already gotten it. I wonder whether she'll get all the 400 points and move up to the top place. Oh, Shalom has actually gotten the points back.
Ref is actually making quite a solid guess right now.
And it looks like John has just joined the game again. Unfortunately, I think they have some technical difficulties on that side. But remember what we said just now, Jonas. Yeah, Jonas, don't worry about your points. 4 your points will be actually collected during your game. So in the end, the points on Scribble.io might show 0 points, but you actually have about a couple thousand points where they were accumulated. So don't worry about that. Yep. And yes, you were right. It was an anglerfish. I think that was a really significant, very good drawing.
Yeah, and judging by that, I think now we can see that foosball will be quite dominative inside the drawing aspect of this game. And
I'll have to cut you there. Sorry, Jonas. That was such a fast round with this accurate drawing of a hairdryer. But foosball straight away talk about poop. I think it was the color of poop. I'm not very sure of why the color was chosen, but I still think that that's a significant drawing as
yeah, and how McSpicy gets beginning with a red ink, you know, it could be chili. No, it's not. It could be a paintbrush actually. Could it actually be paint?
It's not paint apparently, because Shalom got it. The two spots has gotten it, Shalom and John. As I said, this is such an exciting match as everybody keeps jumbling up and down the different ranks. And it was a brush. Wow, amazing.
Yep.
And IMREF is drawing and please do not fear it now, because IMREF is actually going to be very fair, especially in this whole thing. Yeah, where I think he is drawing something that shows some sort of communicative device. I'm not very sure if that is exactly what.
Speaking of communicative, why not you tell me, Nigel, how do you usually come up with your drawings?
I think my drawings I always like to draw the background first. It's just like what IMREF is doing right now, is drawing the background to give the context of the whole idea. And that's exactly what we do as well when we read the Bible, where we always find out what the context is first before we can find out what actually is the body and the word. Yep. So I think this is a very accurate drawing of whatever it is. And wow, and Phoebe has just gotten it again from the underdog, has been coming, and he's gonna win. It's the only person who has gotten the points.
And that will give her upper hand in this game now.
Yeah, I agree. And this is such an amazing fight, because you can see that the points are not very far away. Even though Shalom and John might have low points here, don't be fooled, because their points are accumulated. And it looks like we're going to the final round of round 3.
Yep, it's the final round. It's going to be super intense. John is drawing now. He starts off with a window. Could it actually be a window though?
is people are actually guessing what is inside a house, and the rooftop, different parts, they are trying to guess all the different things. What? Minecraft. Oh, mcspicy just gotten it. I think mcspicy has just secured his or her place at the top. Wow, what a fantastic match this game.
mcspicy is of course dominating through every single game. I think if it's not first, she will probably, or he will probably be second. Yeah. And you know
mcspicy is apparently Fayth Lim from ML04A. So well done to her and earning her points. Especially Shalom has gotten it as well. The church beside us is doing well as well. And only right. Is mentioned. I think as much as this is a mention, we mentioned just now as well that the points are accumulated inside a point system, right? Don't you mention, Jonas?
Yeah. So don't be deceived by John's few hundred points. He could actually be just well over 2,000 right now.
Yes, the points are actually getting further ahead, but I still will say that this is not the end. Encouragement to wow, this is a good drawing. Wow, it looks like
great use of the
mcspicy, John.
Oh wow, yes. That is a great drawing.
A great drawing of angry and
great. That is a very good representation of the expression.
I agree. And it looks like, is this the end of the game? I'm not sure. No, there's still another round where foosball is actually taking another draw. This is such a close game, actually, Jonas. What do you think?
Yeah, look, the first three are actually that close. I mean, mcspicy could be actually on a runaway right now, but they're still at the top two, Phoebe and foosball. They're actually taking a fight to each other, and I think foosball might actually come out stronger in this one.
Yeah, actually, they're all guessing that it's lighter, but I don't think so. I wonder what exactly that is. Where it has 5. It looks like a walkie-talkie.
Lipstick maybe, I don't know.
Shalom has just gotten it. Yeah, it might be whether it's a lipstick. Yes.
Something to do with lips. Oh.
Is it gloss? Gloss,
wow.
Glitter. It looks like John. John is still doing very well, even though so do not be fooled at his place.
Yep.
And Shalom has just gotten it. We still have a few more people to go through here. I love how mcspicy is encouraging them by encouraging each other. John again has just gotten the first guess, and the first guess actually gets the most points, right, Jonas?
Yep, and that shows how you shouldn't be underestimating the people with the fewest points, because they actually might be the one with the most points actually. Even
how will you rate their drawing actually, Jonas? I think it has been really excellent so far.
I think we've seen quite good ones, and we actually seen quite not so good ones. But I think overall, this group of drawers, they are actually doing such a great job. They are really making their drawings really, really clear.
Yes, I think they have been increasing their skills even as they go in the game. And Shalom has just taken first spot at guessing. She's not too far from the top with just 1,000 points, but don't be afraid because there are more games to come even as we go down the time slot.
Yep. And as mcspicy takes a good drawing again at this cup of coffee, it could be a specific cup of coffee, maybe
like
a
cappuccino, right?
Yeah, judging by the number of words, and the A and the U there.
Yes, I think so. And just for you guys to note that all this is she can't spell cappuccino. Yes, exactly. I think bad spelling has actually been the problem here. Jonas, I'm going to tell you my secret on how actually do you guess the correct word. When you don't know how to spell it. You know the web page on the top? I usually try and write my words there, so it's a Google search, and it will auto-correct my spelling, and that's genius, I think.
Great strategy right there, Linus.
Oh, yes, and I think foosball has just taken it. I think this is an amazing drawing, especially now I'm hungry because I'm thinking of pizza. So I think we are leaning, this competition is in fact leaning towards foosball at the moment, because she's the only one who is able to draw it, to guess it.
And the ref is actually doing still quite a very solid job at drawing a very nice piece of work right here. Actually, it's quite detailed.
I agree.
Makes me wonder why the ref is actually not competing.
I think they have no choice, and even as I look at the score sheet on my left screen, I'm trying to scroll through the different pages. And yes, they have been combining. And there's the end of the round. Wow,
Yeah,
amazing.
that was the end of the round.
That's the end of the game. I think that everybody did a splendid job. The point system, they weren't too far ahead. So even as we wait for the next game, Jonas, why don't you tell and round up that while I go and check the backs or something.
Yep, sure. Okay, so if you only join us just a short while ago, then we actually had a round 1 of our Scribble.io match with the mainly of the Area 1 members, and ultimately we had what's the name, mcspicy, who is Fayth, who came out on top by a very strong margin of points before foosball and John came out after that. Oh, sorry. Phoebe and foosball.
Yeah, even as we wait for the next match, I think that was such an exciting round. And don't be mistaken, there are also 3 other games happening at the same time, even while we are commentating on one. So the next one is siblings.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, it's a sibling battle. I think it's going to be a very close one. Let me just look at my left side to just check who is in the next round.
Yeah, we have Yang from Area 1 and Nathaniel Liong with Net.
Shayne, Dillon, and Wayne. Oh, Shayne and Wayne is a duo match. I wonder how they will actually do this. Here, Jonas, if you play with Dillon, you're a real Dillon. Will you be competitive or will you help each other?
Honestly, we are actually very competitive. I would be sitting here in my room, and he'll be sitting there in his.
So you guys won't help each other, I guess.
And then we'll be sitting away from each other, and we'll be shouting across the house, and we'll be telling each other answers. I'm just kidding, no lah. Wouldn't.
I think even as the whole question about whether is it fair comes about, do not be afraid, because again I say that they'll only be playing together in one game, and not only that, some of them might be actually representing different areas. So it might be a very competitive place, especially when they are playing against each other.
Yeah.
So even as the points are coming out, Jonas, why don't you tell us a bit more of a fun fact about art?
Okay. The fun fact. Let me just scroll through my script right here. Niners. Oh my god.
What do you mean by my script? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing. Oh, let me give you a fun fact about art. So, do you know that the artist Picasso, even before he learned how to walk, he already knew how to draw?
Wow.
That's a really good fact, right? Wow, so useless. Yeah, but Niners, tell me, who do you think in the next matchup would be a drawer who already learned how to draw before they even walk?
I'm not very sure about that. Let me just look at the name list. I know that it will be a close battle, especially most of these people might be very artistic, with Shayne, with the Likings, and Yan. So even I have not really seen how they have drawn, so it's really anybody's game at this point.
Yep.
And not only that, every 80 seconds in this matchup, I think another useless fun fact for you is that every 80 seconds here in this game, a minute and 20 seconds might pass, but we must think formations, especially here in real life, in the mission field in Africa, especially that every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. And with that in mind, I think
that was such a good fact, Niners.
Yeah, the statistics are just unreal here, especially when you think about it.
Yeah. Why not? While we're waiting for the next matchup, Niners, let's talk about we were talking about how Scribble.io should be pronounced as.
Yes.
You were about to tell me about how someone pronounces it in a very peculiar way.
So I think it all started off when my co-leader Amanda Young was actually on Mega News the other day, and she pronounced it as Scribble.io because of the missing E at the back of Scribble. So Jonas, tell us what exactly is this IO?
Okay, so the IO in Scribble.io is actually a country extension for the British Indian Ocean.
Oh wow!
It's basically like how the .sg in our Singapore site works, and this extension is very special because unlike many country codes, it is used it's not much used by website creators because it doesn't affect the online traffic much, and that's why a lot of games like aga.io and cedar.io use this extension. Yeah.
I see.
So with that, right, Niners, how do you think Scribble.io should be pronounced?
I think it should be pronounced as Scribble.io, as you have mentioned. And looks like, looking at the comments, we have the people who played in the previous game of Tetris. Many of them are playing, and they have just Tetris with Dancia and Jezo actually cheering us on. So thank you so much for the shout out. I also want to give out a shout out to Brian, especially for PMing me yesterday to support us. And we see Matthias Chong cheering on Shalom. And yes, Jezo, my shirt color did change. You are not colorblind. Don't worry about that, because I think I just have too many Manchester United shirts here. And I just want to give you guys a fun fact. Apart from Scribble.io, now I'm so sorry, Jonas, but I have to say this, is that if you realize Manchester United has 20 titles, so United 20, COVID-19, Liverpool 18. So Liverpool has just lost to COVID-19. I am so disappointed in you guys. So even as we wait for the next thing, and the many different competitors are starting to come in, I just want to give a shout out to the organizers, especially for planning this. I think it's a really good place, especially to introduce newcomers to our church and just be the community that to support one another and to create bonds outside of all the different cells.
Yep, and we actually see the next batch of gamers gonna entering the game. You know, it's about to start.
The games are about to begin.
Yep, and we go with the next round.
Wow, Fifi is about to start this game off. Again, I say, don't worry. We have as Jonas, as I said just now, we always start off with a circle, and many of them have actually started spamming their answers immediately in hopes to guess it correctly. What do you think is on top? Oh, Zipp has the number one guess for this game. Wow, amazing.
So big.
Yungz, wow, many of them are together. It looks like some sort of a soup, I think.
It actually could be soup. Or maybe rice. I know it couldn't be rice though.
Yes, and I think Amref was a bit shook at what is that, Blendon? I think you can do better than that, but good job on being fair here. When now Zipp has taken the lead with first place, but again I say everybody has a thing. Whoa! Zipp has just gotten it without anything drawn, with just a line.
Oh my goodness, Zipp is actually showing signs of such strength in this game right now. And just by a single line, you know, by a net, you know, the Zipp can literally just come up with a word just like that.
Yeah, amazing. I guess, right, that many of these people have actually realized that is P, not Fee. Okay, PP. I think that's a very P is a very weird name for this, but don't worry. It is counted as fertilizer for the soil.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think many of them guess dirt, but you must always try and guess the other way around. But it looks like this magnet is being drawn. Oh, Zipp again with the first place. PP as well, the second place, and the Kucher, I don't know what's that. Yes, wow, that is such a close game. Everybody is getting it. Jonas, tell us more.
That was such a good. Yeah, wait, that was such a quick round, and I think that has something to do with the older ages of this grouping that we have. That are more experienced.
I think this older grouping is also a very increased knowledge, since they know and have lived longer. They actually play more of this game, especially last time when we had a game on Facebook called Draw Something, when you could actually bounce around, and Zipp earning so many points. Again, for the drawer in order to earn points, they need more people to actually guess their points, guess their word in order to gain the point. So it is a win-win for them.
Yeah, nice. Actually, why not just take a look at how Zipp is actually, you know, it's only on the third drawing, and he's already leading by what 300 points.
Well, 300 points, and it looks like the past two shows have been McDonald, and all of them do not realize that McDonald is spelled without an A. I think we always mistaken that, because McDonald's the Apple product, and McDonald's with an MC is actually different.
Yeah, you couldn't think about a computer being produced by a fast food restaurant, huh?
And I see that IMREF has chosen the easy option here.
Oh wow,
As the many different people have started to guess what is it, I think, wow, number 5, 5th place, the Kucha, 5th, PB and Zipp.
Wow,
I told you this is amazing drawing, I guess. The cube is so 3D.
Wow, that is... Whoa, and everyone gets it. And Ref even gets the second most points in that group. That's actually quite surprising.
Yeah, hey Jojo, if you realize that PP is only 20 points away from Yungz here, but Zipp has been clear at the top, but this will not be the qualifier. Immediately, everybody is guessing whether there is a circle, is it some kind of bear or panda? Oh, the Kucha has been very good.
Everyone could be guessing panda right now.
Yes, and the Kucha has been very, very good in this round, especially with this black eye that I might have gotten especially when I have been sleeping at 4 a.m. every single day. Wow.
Yeah, same goes for me, Niners. I really agree with you. These black eyes are really killing me.
Yes, and I can't understand. Oh, everybody has just started to get it. Everybody has been talking about circle, mouse, bear, hamster, and panda was the obvious choice. I think that was an excellent drawing.
And Quaker comes out really on top on this one. That was a very good drawing, I think.
Oh yeah, all right. Yes. I think I've been pronouncing it wrongly where it's the quacker. I'm not very sure of that. But it looks like it's some kind of bread with a smiley face. Or it might be a window. I'm not very sure of that. And everybody else, window, toes, profile, Facebook.
It looks like someone inside a building maybe. You know, we never know. Everyone is actually anxiously typing right now with Facebook. Skype. Why is
everybody is struggling with the type especially?
Yeah.
Is that a coffin? Oh, maybe we should play some. Oh yes, it looks like a burial. It looks like a funeral. It actually. Oh wait. As I on my fan. Oh, it's a heart shape. I thought it was a heart shape where it looks like a cherry blossom.
Oh no, it could have been. Oh no, it is.
Oh my goodness! PP has actually just taken the first guess. It looks like PP might actually go up to the first place, but Zipp was not very close behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of a heart or vein. All right, and Nat unfortunately gave the word away, especially with the extra S behind.
Yep. Oh, and PP doesn't get the lead away from her brother just yet.
Right, and looks like, wow, PP again, it looks like a waterfall with just IMREF going waterfall spelled wrongly. But that was a very close one. Look at the points, 400, 330, 275. They were not very far away. It's just about 30 points.
It is about 100 points, just about 100 points right now.
Yeah, and don't worry, as you might know, their points will be accumulated. So everybody must do well every single turn. Great, China.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I really thought it was just China. It just that came out to my mind right at the moment.
I think everybody is actually really, really smart in typing very quickly, especially in this time where they try and guess before even the word comes out.
Yeah, and Niners, tell me what do you usually guess when you type even before the drawing starts? So what do you?
Yes, Jojo, as I told you, immediately when I see something, I always guess line and circle first, and it always gives a 1 out of 100, 1 out of 100 possibility, and that's actually quite high, don't you think?
Yeah, actually that's actually quite high, you know.
Yeah, it looks like
that high.
Yes, and that's not. And that's not. But however, I think I'm very different because I'm not high. I'm low. I'm Nigel low in this point, and it looks like currently now everybody is unable to guess this word. It looks like there's 2 O's in this. What is this?
Oh, wow.
Is it ooh? Ooh! It's just about 10 seconds. Oh, PP has just gotten it. PP. This is a very close guess. I guess this is a.
PP is actually dominating right now.
I think this is actually the tooth.
His win right.
Yes, it was actually a tooth. I guess this is the reason why I'm not able to play because I'm thinking I'm too good at this. What about you, Jojo?
I think that's the reason. That's exactly why we weren't picked for playing this game. We are just absolutely legends at this game.
Yes. I tell you who else is a legend. I think it's a legend 27. Even as this person is drawing me with my fat belly after this whole circuit breaker, but everybody's managed to guess it. As
wow, that is very good.
Somebody The quacker has just guessed it was obese, but it was obese.
I think that comes to show how efficient and how correct in spelling that you have to be inside this game. If not, you really lose out lah. That few seconds is really precious each round.
And look, Phoebe has actually taken the first place, but Zipp is the first one to guess it. I wonder whether they have been competitively in their game, but Ref is the last one. However, the rest, Yungz, Nets, and Quacker are not very far behind, as they have been guessing very well and especially drawing very well. So I think I will give props to that.
And if you really take notice, the first two, the top two are really fighting it out. Look at the gap that they have. It's just less than 100 points. This brother-sister rivalry is really going to the next level.
Yes, I agree with that, and I see that even now in the Scribble.io game, we see some sort of apple. Everybody's trying to guess the same thing: apple, cherry, some sort of fruit, but it's two words.
It could be apple seed.
Wow, very interesting.
I don't know. Maybe it could be apple seed. I know. Maybe I play Scribble too much. I don't know.
Quacker has just gotten it. The Quacker and Yungz. I told you that this game is anybody's game, especially this. They can close up with about 400 points they might receive. They will close up the gap to the top and reach the 3,000 mark.
I am very certain that it's apple seed now.
Yes, I also agree. However, I think the apple did confuse everybody, but everybody has their own sense of artistic drawing, especially me.
Yep, and I think Net would really agree on you with you.
Zipp gives a question mark where he was uncertain of what actually the word.
That was so unfortunate because that was a chance to extend that lead for PP, and she
Yes, that's right. Over 100. Oh no, it's just about 40, 50, 60 points away. Void. Wow, I never guessed that word before.
Wow, this is hole. I don't know. This could be a hole. It's really just wow. And Yungz is really taking it to the next level. It's
could it be an egg? It looks like eggs. Yeah, no, but PP again with the first place and Zipp.
It's the yolk.
Alright, it's a yolk, but don't alright.
Shot by PP there. Yungz also giving a very good drawing right there.
Yeah, and fun fact, this yolk, especially when you read the Bible, when you read about that his yoke is easy. This is not the yoke that Jesus, that God is actually talking about. Where the yoke actually means that the thing that to hold the different animals together, the wooden piece of board. But it looks like PP and Quacker has been increasing in this game, especially in this building. It looks like some sort of condominium, but I don't know whether they're spelling it correctly.
I don't know, it could be a chocolate bar actually, if you think about it very
yes.
simply.
I think it is a chocolate bar, and many of them got confused. How do you think you will do it differently, Jonas?
I think I would have I don't know. It's really everyone has their own way to draw it. And,
she's drawing me eating.
She's drawing it.
She is drawing me eating, especially this chocolate.
Yeah. Oh my god. That could have been me as well, but we never know, right?
I want some chocolate. All right. It's some sort of a square, no, it's a circle, it's my no circle. And with just 6 letters here, we have it looks like Brazil.
Yeah, it definitely is the Brazil flag. That's distinct green color, which should be blue.
Alright, I think they have gotten it a bit confused right here, where the colors has been confused, but everybody is guessing all the different kinds of planet. I wonder whether this is correct or wrong. And
I wonder if the ref would take a chance on that, what he just typed on.
Yes, let me just go and check more of the comments in the comment section below. Yes, everybody is cheering them on with Beth, Eunice, and Valerie. You guys have been cheering on your cellmates, and I give you props for that. I think it's very interesting with Matthew Lim as well. It looks like the whole cell is here to just cheer on their cellmates.
Cheering on her brother instead. That is very interesting right there.
Yes, and even with this, I think this is Shayne has been doing. Oh, Yungz has just gotten it where I think he spelled Brazil correctly.
Yeah, that was very sharp.
With just 4 seconds to go, Blendon, I think is just so close to one thing. Oh, Ref has guessed it and moved up the place, but don't worry. Ref is not playing.
That is a very good one.
She remains constant in this, and Ref is about to draw, and this is free for all because, again, wow, this is a very accurate drawing, especially.
Wow, this is so sharp. This drawing is so sharp.
Yeah, it's so sharp. I think. Hey, Jonas, do you know there's knife to need you? It has been nice knowing you. Yes, and it looks like, hey, yeah, and oh wow, PP has just gotten first place. Yeah, please be reminded to only use PG word, there's a parental guidance words here in the game. Remember that this is a church event, so please mind your language and do not draw any letters, especially in this game. And what a close game, I guess that was, where it was anybody's game at the beginning. However, somebody took it by storm. Jojo, why don't you just tell us more fun facts and about this game as I go and check something at the corner again.
Yep. So round 2 just concluded. We just had a very exciting game between especially with the top 2. We have Shayne and Wayne who is PP and Zipp right there. They fought it so hard. They at one point they were just less than 100 points away at the beginning of round 3, and I think ultimately the sister Shayne came out on top by a very strong 300 points. Yeah, what do you think of that, Niners?
Yes, I think it was very close with many of them jumping up and down the ranks, and I think it was super close, especially when the points given. It might seem a lot, where about 400 points or 300 points. However, the difference is only about 50 points away from each other. So it is easy to climb. Yeah, it is easy to climb, especially if you make a mistake. Yep. But also it is easy to fall as well.
Yep. Niners, while we're waiting for the next match, why not we just take a look at how more useless facts about art. Yeah, why not tell me on your side what do you have for art?
I think one of the most interesting fact about art that I have here is that, do you know that even as everybody is getting the $10 Grab voucher, the most expensive art piece sold at an auction was actually Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, if you have pronounced it correctly, Salvator Mundi, where it's actually a painting depicting Christ with his right hand raised, something like this. And not only that, guess how much it sold for? It sold for over $450 million USD.
$400 million? Oh my goodness, that is
$450 million. And I guess if I had that money, I would buy some chicken rice because I'm really hungry right now. But do you know that actually the meaning of Salvator Mundi is Latin for savior of the world? So if you guys are interested in finding out more about that, you can Google it. And not only that, the person who bought it actually earned a $270 million profit. A $270 million profit.
What?
For just holding it for 2 years. That's a great investment. Wow.
2 years. You earn $200 million from 2 years. That is crazy. Yeah. My God. I'm gonna be one of those people next time.
Meanwhile, in 2 years, I'm just busy in the army. Unfortunately, and instead of gaining that $270 million, I think it was a bit unfortunate to just be sitting at home now and wasting the time away, which is so exciting. So even as you guys are talking more, why don't you tell us in the comment section below, who do you think has been your favorite player and your favorite drawer so far? So just insert that down right in the comment section below.
Yep, and show more support for everyone, your cellmates, whoever your friend, or even if it's a newcomer and you're really tipping that person to win this game. Wow, that really show your support, like how we did in the Tetris game just now.
Yeah, I love how many people are cheering on people like Shayne, Wayne, and as Wenhan has been asking, where is I am better sis? Again, we are only commentating for one game, but while there are 4 games going on at the same time. So you might not be able to see it, but they're getting points and they are getting the ranks. So as the organizers are getting more people here and there, he has inserted more words that actually are custom words. And I think, Jonas, have you ever seen these custom words drawn before?
No, actually, there was one very familiar word I saw just now, which was apple seed. That's why you could guess it so quickly. And yeah, I think even though there's a custom list, I think that they could be a repeat of words from the original script.
And it looks like the scoreboard is ready. Wow, amazing! If you guys can see the scoreboard on the screen, you can see that over everybody is so close, especially in about 1,000 over, about less than 1,000 over points away from each other. And I think I think I'm looking at the wrong one, especially this. And I am told where is slide 20, round 1, slide 23?
Slide 3.
I'm not sure. Okay, so sorry about that. I'm very confused at the moment as we are facing some technical difficulties.
Yes, so am I.
Okay, I'm going to slide 20. Oh, okay, I see right there. With the position number 1 as Shayne Pacis? Shiny. I have never seen Shiny play before, but she's at the top with 457 points. Jonas, tell us who is at second place.
Why don't you tell me who's second place?
Okay, at second place we have Fayth Lim and Shayne. I think at second and third place.
Yep.
Do you think that the brothers and sisters is helping each other, or do you think they are just very competitive and are able to capture it?
Yep, knowing them briefly, I think they would be super competitive, shouting each other across the table, or maybe just if it could even be worse. It could be they could be hitting each other. I don't know, but
yeah, I think that will be you and Dillon hitting each other, especially this. But it looks like not many people are far away as the first place to the 8th place. They are just about 1,000 points, where it's very easy to get it in about 2 or 3 rounds, especially in this. But it looks like most of the players, as you can see here, are from ML05A and ML04, ML06. So it's a very young crowd here that is actually dominating the scoreboards here. Yeah, what do you think about this?
I think this game is really much more appealing to the younger ones because I think as you get older, you start to lose your creativity and your agility. So
yeah, as you can all know that I think it's our brains start to look slow, especially with this whole circuit breaker slowing down our brains in this whole idea. Yep. Okay, so even as we want to do this, why don't you just talk a bit more about some? I think let's talk about the scribbles of our own self, I guess. So Jonas, what happens when you see a random word that starts to come out? What do you type first?
Oh, for me, like you, Nigel, I usually type something just to try my luck, and I usually go with bush, even though like the word bush isn't inside the scribble.io word bank. And honestly, I think the success rate is also still 1 out of 100, so I think it's quite a decent chance at getting the right answer.
Yes, and as I said just now, when you do all these random things, I think it's extremely exciting, especially when you see the word actually coming through, and nobody knows about it. I think it's very shocking, especially in this. And again, the 1 out of 100 success rate is a 1% success rate. And a fun fact is that that's not the only thing with a high success rate. Since I cannot relate to it, since my height is better than my PSLE score, but don't worry about that. I think in this game, in Scribble.io, many of us will overtake it and supersede our abilities, because this is a whole different game in this whole area.
Yep, you shouldn't let your whatever else that you have not succeeded at determine how well you play this game.
Yes, I agree. And yeah, so again, we want to just talk about how many of them struggled to actually spell the words just now, and where my spelling actually is very bad as well. Again, as I say, so I think one of the advantages here is that you are good at spelling, that you have no life and you played Scribble.io for too often. But again, there are over 200 different words that are actually talking about how they will have over 200 different words that are customized for the people. It looks like they are ready to start the game. Am I correct?
Yep, and as you speak of it, I think there could be one more person who is...
Yes, there could be one more person. I have mistaken right there. Yeah, and again, as I said, I thought that the older generation, the older people from cells might have actually edge over this, since that they have played more similar games like this previously, like with the likes of Draw Something, which actually released on July 31st, 2015. Wow, that's such a long time ago, Jojo.
Yeah, I would have been about 72 years old at that time.
Yeah, and when I was just there, I just took up ML03A, and they were running crazy, especially running all over me with this crazy hype bunch. And another one that we always play, especially, is charades. I think, have you guys been playing charades recently?
I think, I don't. The best time at this time of circuit breaker, I think the best time to play charades would be right now with yourself.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
correct.
what I've been doing quite often lately.
Okay, so even while you guys are watching in YouTube, why don't you just continue to comment down below what are some games that you actually play during your free time, and how often do you play Scribble.io? As I continue to commentate, my brother is screaming outside, and looks like we are ready to go.
Let's get cracking again.
So even as we start the game with this new batch, Neeshaa is here as well, and Anna. Why don't you guys comment down below as well? What do you do if you got the bubble tea for your area?
And
Again, they start off with a circle. Neeshaa is struggling with the spelling.
wow, is she drawing something purple? Oh my god, purple. The use of color is so important here.
Oh my goodness, this is some sort of a unicorn. Neeshaa has it
Yeah,
first.
it could be a unicorn. Oh my goodness.
Wow, her
And
guesses
Neeshaa
are
gets it
crazy.
first.
It's Rapunzel.
Quick and sharp. Yeah, Nigel. Oh my gosh, this is really showing how intense the match could be coming to the next few rounds. How do you reckon it will turn out?
Yes, I think these drawings are very intuitive, especially where she's trying to draw an arrow to point at the horn.
Yes.
Where Anna is one of the last guesses. However, again, I say, fear not, you guys are able to come back very quickly, and the stakes will be high. Oh, we have run out of time, unfortunately.
Wow,
And
that
the
is
word
so
was indeed
unfair.
unicorn.
Wow, Rev was so close to coming to that actually.
Yep.
Yeah, and okay, we just Shern starts off with a triangle now.
Wow, and Neeshaa has just come out with it. I think it's some sort of a tent. Oh my gosh, it's reminding me of Army right now. But Shiney and everybody has just gotten it. While the stakes actually are getting a bit higher. With only now they have 60 seconds to draw. Like 20 seconds less from the previous one.
You can see Nee starting to build up a certain margin of a lead right now. And she's already almost at 1,000 points. Maybe after each round she could just already cross that line.
Yeah, and Shiney, as you said again, Shiney has Shiny has just taken the top as a where the barbed wire sort of thing. I forgot what it's called. It's like corn wire, where only she is able to come out with the word. And I think that as the time goes further, the more time you actually take to guess it, the lesser points you actually get. So this might be a really good spike, especially in the early game for Shiny.
Yep. And I think with how much time the rest are taking to get this word through, I think Shiny is really gonna have a very strong margin here.
Yes, I think
he gets 300 points more.
Even with more of this vocabulary, I think I'm Ref has been really good at guessing. However, remember that I'm Ref's points does not matter here because he is just inside to spectate the game. And it looks like this arrow. Again, Shiny has taken from 4th place. She has won at 5th place. And Neeshaa, and oh my gosh, it's just 25 points away.
Wow, this is a very close one right now. It's just between the Ref and Shern. It's just down to Shern to guess the word.
Yeah, it looks like it's not the arrow, but it might be the point. The arrow points to the person who has joined. Shiny gives a thumbs up in the whole game. I think it's a very good place where they should actually continue to encourage one another. And Shiny has just encouraged Shernice in this match. I think what an excellent team play.
If such sportsmanship was really awarded with bubble tea, I think many of us would have gotten our bubble tea by now.
Yes, and Jonas, I think somebody just used the letter Z's inside. I think that is one of the only few things that are allowed. But however, that is allowed. However, if that is if that represents other things, then it will be different. And Neeshaa has just guessed it. It looks like it's a very good drawing, especially it's drawing different stages.
It's a life cycle of a plant. So what could this word actually be?
Yes, and you just got to be like a tree and planted by the water, trusting in the Father to keep us strong, And even as we go by there, I think many of them did have a very good guess. What is this blue color? Tell us more about it.
Well, I couldn't possibly give you an answer for that, but hopefully Shiny is getting at something with this drawing. This might look like cloud with I don't know.
Neeshaa vents her frustration with what is this lah? And then as you can see, I think this is one of the most competitive matches that we actually have, where everybody has just been spamming all their words in order to try and guess it.
The expression that Shiny is putting on with the scribbles of the white lines on the last thing that she just drew.
Neeshaa is calling for a redo and asking, what is that?
Yep, and I'm quite sure that Shiny has no idea that there's a trash can option where you can just clear everything off the screen.
Yeah, and we just have about 10 seconds left. Neeshaa remains at the top. I don't think anybody will get along with this round. Neeshaa at the top, second place, we have Shiny, the drawer. And what the word was skyline. Oh my goodness, everybody must be so frustrated at this time. But do not worry, everybody has their own sense of creativity, especially for me.
Yeah, and Shern starts off with 2 grim dogs, and it might look like a
Minecraft character?
Yeah, a Minecraft keeper, but I don't think so. It
might be Minecraft with the letter F at the second last letter.
Maybe it could just be the word Minecraft actually.
However, I think Anna has played a lot of it recently, with Shiny has taken second place in this specific round.
Yeah, very impressive coming back by Shiny. I think she could come out on top of Nee after this.
Neeshaa, Nee has just gotten the guess. However, I think Shiny will take over her in this match. Yes, she has just taken over by 20 points. Wow, what a close matchup, especially here we have
very close one, very tight.
Yes, even as the everybody has been increasing the gap in between all the different points. Do not worry. Again, I say it is combined. It looks like some sort of octopus.
Yeah, it could be. Actually, it just could in fact be an octopus.
Yeah, it reminds me. Yeah, it really is octopus, and it reminds me of Chop Chop from High Five. If you're old enough to remember that show, I think Chop Chop. Yeah. Neeshaa is drawing. I think this is an excellent drawing of those legs. Like wow, check out the tone, check out the definition. So massive with the octopus and the black ink, and trying to draw the suckers. Yes, octopus is the word.
Yeah,
only 2 people guessing it.
By me. Yeah, and she still does not get enough to have that 5 points over Shiny.
Do you think that this will cause a first? Do you think that the players are actually fatigued in this game? It looks like some sort of an iPod, some kind of thing.
Maybe
where,
it's an Apple product.
Anna has an Apple product.
Yeah, maybe it's an iPhone.
Where Anna has just taken the first place in this round.
A great guess by Anna. Oh my gosh.
A questionable guess by Shiny, but it's a Bible and Apple. It looks like some sort of a phone. iPhone maybe. Yes, I think.
It could be an iPhone, and it should be an iPhone by now.
First place, Shiny has just said that she given up. I can't. And how did Anna get this? I think it's because she's a genius, but so are all you guys. Wow, that's a very close.
Very sharp guess by Anna right there, and I think niceykidz is actually still having a very solid effort here with her drawing.
I think this certain match is actually no mercy. With this watch, wow, niceykidz has just taken it first place. Well, it's really anybody's game at this point, where everywhere about 3 players actually fighting for that first place with just about 200 points away from each other.
And as you can see, it's really a very close battle because Anna and niceykidz are really literally on the same number of points right now. They're tied up.
Neeshaa has just taken a lead again at the first place. However, wow, this is such a great drawing, especially in creating the context, as I said earlier, Jordan.
Yeah, and Shiny really needs to step up again in understanding these drawings, because if she really wants to win this, she's really have to have that upper hand in this spelling and guessing.
That is correct, and as you can see, many what I said just now about the statistics of 95% of people drawing that starts the drawing with a circle or line. I think this really is a joke, and what else is a joke is the both of us.
That is quite true. I really agree with you 100%. I should be in another game called My Life.
Yeah, I guess so right now. And we move on to the third round of 3. Wow, this is such an intense battle, especially with the odds being really juggling around with.
Yep, and really Shiny is really going for it with the circle, the grey circle that she just.
Yeah, if you realize here, Anna has just taken first place. Has just taken the first guess, but Jonas, you just realized something. that Anna and niceykidz is at third place right together. They have the same number of points. Wow, amazing.
Yes, Nigel, that is what I said one round ago. But here we go again. They are still tied up at the same number of points. This is very shocking. This is showing how tight this competition is.
I think niceykidz is unable to see the number of letters on top. With just 5 seconds to go, it's just 4 letters, and I think this is a message to everybody because I think everybody rocks in this.
That is true.
Yeah, they just rock.
Yeah, so keep putting those comments for supporting these amazing drawings right down that comment section there.
Yes, I think as we look on in the stress is taking above everybody else.
And we really come through to the final round. The intensity is really building up.
This looks like some sort of butt chicks. I am not sure, but I like big butts and I cannot lah. You other brothers can did nah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes, and I guess it brings up many memories, especially. I love how many of you guys are always cheering on your friends with going Phoebe, go Shayne, and Wayne. I think these 3 people have been getting the most supporters. However, only Anna is the only one who saw this, who got this. I think is a very different word that they might be using. Wow, only one person got this word.
I think it's this drawing is a very constant reminder of how this memory of mine has always been getting whooped by my older brother.
I think this word is dollars for guaranteed. Where while everybody was unable to find the previous word, they were all laughing at what was the possibility. I guess everybody was trying to keep an innocent mind in this whole competition.
So unfortunate. It could have been so many points for each and every one of them.
Yeah, but too bad that round was pointless.
Yeah. And we can see, wow, Catlin giving so much support for Neeshaa right now.
I know, right? And this looks like some Wi-Fi password and signal. It's a xylophone for sure. I think Shiny has just gotten the first one. Neeshaa says she forgot the name. It takes the rainbow. Wow, what a close guess.
This is so exciting.
Yes, and I think Violet, I think many of them are trying to guess what is it. I think this is more of a younger crowd. So they might not know all these words. What do you think, Jonas?
I don't know. Maybe they could have guessed the rainbow at first, just like how Anna did. And just speaking of Anna, in the midst of all the chaos, Anna has taken the second place.
Yeah, Neeshaa shows so much frustration, especially in this round where she's afraid to lose her first place, but she's just about 100 points away. And everybody, I think that was an amazing drawing. What do you think, Jonas?
Yeah, and thankfully for Neeshaa, both Neeshaa and Anna didn't get that word, so Anna ultimately loses out to Shiny, who gets back her second place.
It looks like somebody is drawing some sort of an elbow and a hairy arm or something like that.
I think it could be an armpit, hair, or maybe pubic hair, or I don't know.
It might be that where it might be the armpit part. Everybody's guessing. Pimple, tree trunk. Wow, how does that look like a tree trunk and a prata? That's a very interesting guess by Shiny.
Shiny gives the freak and a pimp and more elbow and the referee gives I did. It's a very, 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 very good drawing of hair.
Wow, Jojo, I think I can really smell it from here, especially when I can do this and you can smell.
Yeah.
So even as we sit right next to each other in this competition, I think this is a very interesting way to go about. Yes, my shirt did change color again because I am a genius.
Nigel, you already have your way of going about things.
Yes, and I think many of them have been cheering. It is, again, everybody is just saying, see a circle. Wow, and niceykidz has just gotten the first one, and it's clock. Everybody has been trying to guess the earth, but there's another word for earth in this.
Yeah, it's very interesting. When you start to play this game, you start to realize how many words the other words can be substituted for.
And the game has finished. Oh my goodness! When Neeshaa was at the top, however, she was overtaken by Shiny, Anna.
Oh no, that was such a turnover.
Wow, what an amazing turnover, especially in this game. Wow, and I had to give props to everybody for that round. I guess it was super challenging. And we are getting ready for round 2. As we're getting ready for round 2, I think there are some very interesting drawings, especially in those matchups, I guess.
Yep. And
okay, the scoreboard is coming up soon, so let's just wait for it to come along.
So if you didn't catch that round, that was a very intense match, even more intense than the second one, where Nee was having a very close fight with Shiny, but Shiny ultimately came victorious in that round.
Yeah, and if you can look at the scoreboard here, we have Grace Kong at the top, MLO3B. She has just overtaken. And the last time we saw the scoreboard, they were only just about 4,000 points. But however, in this case, we see almost 9,500 points at the top, with Ariel not too far away at 300 points away, and the siblings right below them, Shin and Wayne. I think this is a very close matchup, especially it can go anybody's game. Jonas, why don't you remind us what will happen at the end of today, even as we go on to round 2?
Yep. So basically, in the 4 groups of players, in each of the across the 4 games that each player will play, they will still try to get as many points as they can, and the top 2 players who come out from today with the most number of points across the 4 games will advance.
I agree. Yes, I agree. So, Jojo, why don't you tell us more about the contestants for the next game? I think this will be very interesting.
Yeah, this next matchup is super interesting. You really want to see this. We're gonna have Ethan, and Ariel and Grace. Yeah, so these Ethans are definitely not the same Ethans that you might be thinking of, but one Ethan will be EC, one Ethan will be Chan, and one Ethan will be Ethan.
Yeah. My question for you then is, Jonas, even though it's about 5 o'clock and it's ready, we are getting ready for dinner. However, this is a very competitive game, and I wonder, have you eaten your food already?
No, Niners, I have not eaten. It might be a bit too early, but I know some people might actually have eaten, like Ethan and the other Ethan and also the third Ethan. But as we all get hungry, maybe we just want to stay a bit longer to see how this turns out. Maybe Ethan will finally get to see the other Ethan lose to him, and they can finally get to eat.
Well, and again, now we will actually see Grace Kong, the alfredosauce, our leader at the top for match 4, right with us here on the commentary board, and with 3 Ethans and Ariel, all from MLO 5, 6, and 3. I think this will be a pretty close battle because of the age group as well. Wow, amazing.
Yep, and as we wait for the next round to begin, just taking a look at the scores now. That's the one who's really coming out on top on this match is Grace, and we really want to see who else who the Ethans are also doing very well in this matchup, and we really want to see how each of the Ethans will do in this next game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that as well. I think I'll give a standing ovation for everybody so far in giving their efforts. I think everybody has been playing very well in this matchup. And I didn't expect so many people to actually have come and join us in Scribble.io.
Right.
There's so many matches up for grabs, for points, for the different things that you are getting for where actually you're combining all the different games so far in order to get that bubble tea for the whole area. So I'm counting on area 2. Where are you guys? Yeah, but it seems like there are a lot of area 1 people from area 1 in the many games.
A lot of Area 1 players. I think Area 1 really stand a chance at this one, but honestly, it's really not about the quantity of the players, but really how the quality of how they play this game. And
yes, I agree.
Oh my goodness, Grace Kong has just come out of her latest match, victorious once again, and she comes out on top at the very top of the standings. So she comes into this next game with a lot of confidence as the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, and even as we cheer on for our own cells and areas, we will also cheer on for Ariel Ong in the next matchup from MLO5A. So I guess as you can see, yes, okay, and now we're moving on to the next game soon, but we are waiting for everybody to come in. So Jojo.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us about some other advantages that we might have here in this game?
I think we covered a lot of it, but I think this is also one very important advantage that we should have in Scribble.io, which is also which is like drawing a very clear picture that we want our opponents to see, because when your picture is clear, your opponents can guess faster, and that equates to when your opponents guess faster, you get to earn more points yourself. So I think that's a very good strategy to use when you utilize all the colors and the thickness of the pen size to make the drawings very clear.
I think that was something that many of the players just now were doing, and I will give them a lot of props for that, for using many detailed drawings with very clear drawings, utilizing the different colors and the thicknesses, like Jonas has said, and it was amazing. I guess the different colors do give us a greater context and a greater idea of what the picture actually is. And it looks like all the different players are inside the match, and we are going to start soon.
Yeah, and the game would go underway.
Wow, amazing.
This is going to be a very intense match with I think that I could really see a very dominating match by Grace here.
And Chan begins it with a whole...
Just keep out for her. Yeah, and
Ethan draws, and Ethan draws, but Ethan is trying to guess, but Ethan just trying to guess clock. I think this is something... Oh! Ethan has gotten it, and Ethan has also gotten it, and he gives a thumbs up.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, all Ethans have got it, and only left Ariel.
Oh, that's a very
good one. On top, it was Mercedes. I think it was a pretty good thing, but many of them were trying to guess world peace and something sort of that.
Yep, Ethan comes out on top on this with 395 points, and he starts drawing now. And it's 2 words. What could it possibly be? It starts with
I wonder what is it as well, especially when now he's using the different colors.
Yeah.
Do you know that there was actually a pen? This whole pen drawing color, but however, sometimes it's not very effective, especially when the lines are not confirmed and combined together. And it looks like I'm Ref is the confusion, especially in this. Many different people are trying to guess as many guesses as they can.
Yeah, and as they guess, we're getting very, very, very interesting answers like Nestle and diversity. And,
I'm not really too sure of this answer myself, but what do you think about this?
I wouldn't be so sure about what's being drawn here. I think Ethan might have a losing end on this drawing, because no one gets to guess this word. But
I'll have to disagree with you there, because I guess nobody gets any points at all. And the word was social media. I think everybody was super confused with that. However, I think that they had very good guesses, such as with the likings of waffle maker, white darkness, television, color pastel. And this guy,
Ethan starts with a man.
Ariel has gotten it. Ethan starts with some sort of arrows pointing to the ground, and Ethan got it.
Wow, this is a very tight one.
Alfredosauce again. It looks like Alfredosauce is struggling again in this match, but however, this should not be too afraid, because there's still so many rounds to go, and I believe in all of every single one of you.
Yeah, Riel starts drawing now, and it's again 2 words. I don't know why so many people are choosing to go for the 2-word answers here in this match.
Yes, I think many of that's a very good point that you have brought up, especially in this matchup, because many of these contestants are going for the more difficult guesses.
Yep.
And I have to agree with you with this.
Right here,
Yeah. And Ethan has gotten it.
Oh, yes. Okay. That is a very strong effort shown by Ethan there.
I'm still unable to figure out what this word is, but I'm Ref says that vaping is bad, because I think he understands this, something like that. Vape smoke, could it be? And microchip, shaver, bubble gum.
I don't know. I thought it was a thumb drive initially, but
That's a very good guess, actually. With just 2 seconds left, and only Ethan has gotten it.
Wow, this is very good.
Glue stick. Wow, I think the color did give it away, but I didn't really guess it.
Yeah, I think what could have helped was the yoo-hoo there, the yoo-hoo that Riel was trying to draw out. And Alfredosauce goes with a very simple word here, 4 letters, and very simple, could be rain.
Rain, yes, I think this
was a very quick one, yeah.
And it causes Ethan to continue staying at top, as the reigning champion. Where I think just now it was when they were just having a sticky situation with the glue stick. With the ref drawing, I think he's drawing a really good job with this.
Yep.
Everybody is thinking it's an egg. I think, oh, alfredosauce has just taken the guess again with just about 200 points away from the top. Wow, I think this is really still a very close matchup.
It's going to be a very tight one. I think that this is really where alfredosauce is showing her strengths as the leader of the whole entire.
And two Ethans are actually struggling with this, but it looks like there's a dog. The dog at the corner gives a very good context with that on the toe. I think with just about 2 seconds left. Wow, the stakes are high here.
Can get that answer.
Well, Jojo, can you just think about it? How the front two player has actually just been overtaken by the back two players. It's such a close game. I think it's anybody's stake.
So the three Ethans were really doing well initially, but there's only one Ethan that came out as in the lead out of that round.
However, I don't think that is the end, as we want to encourage all of them to continue choosing, as alfredosauce has just taken the first game. I think alfredosauce what a turnaround as an under player.
It's a very good effort right there. Alfredosauce being very consistent now with the very strong effort that she's been showing in the past 2 rounds.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that at the start, with a bit of struggle, again, anybody's game, alfredosauce has just taken the lead once again. This really shows the potential and the ability for all these people. So don't be afraid. Don't be mistaken that even though they may be at last place, they can still be an extremely good player.
Yep, this might look like a burger.
A sandwich?
Maybe it could be a sandwich. But there's looks could be deceiving and it could be a burger, but it's definitely not.
And Jojo, I think you are getting a bit exhausted here. It looks like you need to drink a bit of water, especially as we commentate, as nobody is still able to guess you with just 20 seconds ago. Jojo, do you actually think about that the 20 seconds that were taken away, that was taken away, plays a very big role in this game?
Yep, I think 20 seconds will do a lot to help those who are guessing the answers. That is a very pivotal thing to do to change the timing from 80 to 60 seconds. But now the intensity is getting very high, and you really want to see who will come out on top as a very good Scribble.io player.
Yes, and I think this fingernail has just been drawn very well, and Riel has just gotten it. Thumbnail, I think there's a very good guess with a spaceship. That's very intuitive as well. This fingernail, I guess. Jojo, how often do you cut your fingernails in this moment?
I think I don't want to be too gross about it, but maybe about every 2 weeks I get my fingernails cut.
Wow. I think that's 2 weeks is a very long time, especially I do also catch very long fingernails, especially because I play guitar. And wow, there's many people are celebrating with Neeshaa and alfredosauce. Many people are cheering on. I think it's very great to see so many of them coming onto the comments. So continue commenting down below. Who do you think will win?
For your areas, yes. That alfredosauce falls behind. She was in the
However, alfredosauce just taken the first guess with Ethan not very far away. Wow, I can't really put my finger onto this word.
I think it's going to be a very close fight. Ariel was right at the back at the start of the game, but now she's first.
I understand. This looks like some sort of a rolling pin where they are trying to spread the dough and get some donuts. I think it's a very interesting drawing, and I'll give props to this. It's a very good drawing.
Very good drawing.
Yeah, very, very good drawing. And alfredosauce again takes the first place. Wow, what? I'm so confused because Jonas, as you realize, every single game has a different winner. And if you look at it, the scoreboard, it is very nicely put as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. I think it's a very interesting thing to take a note.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very nice thing to see.
Asymmetry, wow, what a great intuitive word by Riel. Riel again takes the first place.
Wow,
I'm very impressed with this.
Is this a cow head? Cowbell?
Yeah, it might be a cowbell. I think that's a very good guess. Cowbells? Maybe a cowbell. Yes, I think it's a very good. So Jojo, why don't you tell us more about this whole technique that they're using where they split up the words into different points?
I think it could be a lot more intuitive. Judging like according to or depending on how the others play out. But I personally prefer it to draw it as a single drawing. It's more straightforward and very easy to guess.
Let's see whether Joshua Owls chooses the more difficult words where he chose a surgeon. So I think many of us nowadays have been becoming like surgeons since we have been wearing our mask.
Yeah, especially surgical masks, the ones.
Yeah, see, as many of them are talking about whether the people are mask robber. Well, alfredosauce just taken the first guess. I think this is a very good way of climbing back to the top.
Surprisingly, she's still in third place. I don't know how Ethan and Ariel can manage to defend such a strong opponent like that from taking the lead.
Yeah, Ethan is a bit confused there. Jojo, do you know what is the thing that the person is holding?
I think probably it could be it could be a scalpel. It could be something sharp because of or it could be something to. Yeah.
I think one way to that they have could have done it a bit differently is to point at the person who was doing the surgery, because I think many of them managed to guess surgery.
Yep, it will help.
Wow, this is a cherry, I guess. Oh, apple. I think the colors was a bit deceiving, but it was a very simple guess by everybody.
Yep. Look at alfredosauce taking the lead once again. I think it's becoming a very much more clear thing when she takes the lead by about 200 points.
Yes, again, I'm going to cheer on the different Ethans, but I won't tell you which Ethan is it. Again, another knife, some sort of a knife appears.
Ethan makes a guess.
Alfredosauce again. Riel, taken, Ethan, or they are guessing in order of their positions right now.
Yep, still the other Ethan, the last Ethan would be taking some time to make the guess.
Yes, and I think I can't wait to see the scoreboards soon, especially then we'll show who the finalist is in this whole match, and I'm very excited to see that. But it looks like Jojo, do you think that it will be drastically different from the last time we saw it?
I think looking at from the first time we saw it, I think we have I think there could be changes. Some people, but those who were strong will remain strong unless those who haven't been doing as well suddenly make a very good miracle out of their last game to come out on top.
Yes, and I agree. I agree with that, and many comments. I think the comments have been a bit more quiet this time, but as because the game has been long. But oh wow, Ariel has just taken Ariel has just taken the first one where the Ethans are drawing.
Yeah,
it looks like some kind of a house, a shack.
Yeah, it's a bit more sophisticated. It could be a.
Wow. This is I think many of them has guessed roof and house, but it's a very different type of house where it's actually a cabin back in the woods. Do you think it will be a bit difficult since many of us do not live in such areas and we may not know what the word is?
Yeah, it would have been very interesting. I mean, there are other ways to go about the drawing, but I think using this would have been, I wouldn't have gotten it either.
Yes, and I guess many of it has moved on to the last round again.
Oh, it looks like
before we reach the finals.
Not a snake.
Oh, I thought it was something related to many things in many people in poly, but it looks like some sort of it looks like pouring water. It looks like some sort of hose.
Yeah.
Where yes, I think many of them. Ethan has actually taken the first place in this game in this specific round.
Yep, making a comeback. Maybe this could be his beginning of his comeback. To take first place from alfredosauce.
Yeah, Jonas, I think this is a very close call, especially if you want to put a ring on it and guess it. I think I think many of us will be calling them, especially with the ring alfredosauce again with the points, and it's not very far away. I guess especially when you're a leader in the other games and you're second place. I think the tables will turn later when we see the scoreboard again.
Yep.
Let's see how I'm ready for draw this, and he's drawing some sort of a Facebook logo, and where there's a username and some sort of the X to show that actually it's not.
Yeah, it can't be seen. Yeah, to show something that can't really be seen. Ariel gets the answer. I think it's a very clear drawing for everyone to see. The Ethans are still struggling. Crossword.
Well, I think Jojo, I think Riel actually has a very good chance in taking over in this game.
Yep, in that second place, she is in a very, very strong position to take this win. But we never know because there could be about maybe one more round for alfredosauce to keep the lead up.
Yes, and I think that many of this, and the round has ended with Riel at the top spot where he's just overtaken alfredosauce by just 35 points. Wow, and they all reach each other. GG, well played. Especially, I think that's a very close battle where at the top, many of them are just so close together, and I can't wait to see the leaderboard when it comes out again.
Yep, the Ethans definitely had a good game as well. Especially when all three of them were leading at the first round.
Yeah, right. And I guess that the Ethan, I just could not get it because one, I'm so hungry and because I haven't eaten yet, and secondly is that I was cheering on for Ethan, but I won't tell you which one. Wow, that was such a close battle. Okay, so we are going on to the scoreboard and leaderboard. And wow, okay, at the start we have Grace Kong again right at the top. Wow, and about 400 points clear at the top. PP again at the start at the top. Ariel, well, Jojo, I think we made a mistake just now in our predictions because it doesn't look like many of them did move away from the top.
Yep. But the interesting thing is the game that we just watched really took a turn in the overall rankings because you can see, oh my gosh, Grace is on top. Still on top.
Jojo, do you think that the other contestants have a chance to come back again? Even as you talk about that, I will be moving on. And the stream has ended.
Yep.
I think okay, so the finale is the first 5 people, right? All right. So sorry. I thought the stream had ended already, but okay. So my bad. Yeah. So the top 5 people has been Grace Kong, Shayne, Ariel, Wayne, and Shayne Phee.
Shayne. Yeah, the brother sister duo.
Yeah, and overall, I think these 5 people will be moving on to the next round, especially which will be coming up soon on Saturday. So catch us then again at the same time of 3 o'clock. And not only that, tomorrow there will be more games, especially.
Yep. Tomorrow will be the second round of the Code M games, and I think that game has been really has been a very intense game. A lot of action there also. So make sure to catch it tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I think again Friday is the same thing. So stay tuned with Code M. And so, I think Jojo, I think that was such an exciting round of Skribbl.io. I have never seen such competitive gameplay like this before.
Yeah.
So Skribbl.io, I guess many of us have been playing this game a lot, especially in our cells while we are waiting for or after service. And I guess this was a very, very competitive game where I didn't expect it to be so competitive.
Yeah. So actually, why not everyone in the comment section just tell us about how your experiences with Skribbl.io has been with yourself. Maybe how competitive has it been, or has it been a very fun thing to do, or like why did it not convince you to join this MegaMaynia?
Yeah, I think even as you guys are talking in the comment section below, as Jojo said, as you can see on the board, 3 o'clock is will be Blank versus Sims for Jesus. Number 3:15 will be Bubble Tea versus Popia. Wow, I'm so hungry. 3:30 will be free range chickens versus Chicken Wing. Wow, there's a lot of chicken in one game. And 4 o'clock will be Bubble Tea. Why don't Jonas tell us the last 3 games?
Well, okay. At 4:15 we have Code M versus Codfish, who are playing for 2 consecutive games, and then we have Codfish Ring Ting and Great We Lost versus Great We Lost, and the last game, which is Flake versus Cool Kids. I think I would reckon Great We Lost to have a very strong performance tomorrow, judging by their previous performance. What do you think, Ninus?
I think I agree because of their name. They will confirm win because they lost, and because when I lose, he wins, and I think the Chicken Wing match will be very interesting because of all the different names.
Yeah, there's so many chickens around.
Yeah, and I'm very interested to see what is next and what is going to happen. And I can see that even as today, Scribble, well, I think that was such an amazing gameplay. We came out with so many interesting facts. And even as we hear more on the finals on Saturday, I just can't wait for the next round. What do you think, Jonas?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the finals will go through, especially from this game. Just like you said at the starting Niners, this game is super boring, right? But it can get super intense at the very when it gets crazy because of the so many words that we haven't been exposed to. It's so
correct.
So versatile now, and it can get really intense. So even a boring game can turn into such an intense one. I really wonder how exciting the other games will turn out as we watch Saturday's program.
Yeah, and not only that, I think that many of the games actually had a very close battle between the many people, and it was just about 20, 30, 40 points away. I think it was super amazing by them. Not only that was that the scoreboard did stay dominating at the start, but again, it's anybody's game. This game is not about not so much about the knowledge, but also about the fastest fingers wins. So I think that many of us have been practicing typing a lot since that we have been at home for a very long time.
Yep, and as we just wait for the finalists to be shown, it's really intense because looking at all these results, I think it's quite a change, and I think those who are supporting those strong ones, I think you wouldn't be surprised who you will see who move on to Saturday.
Yeah, it was really a blockbuster day today with so many exciting moments, especially from Tetris all the way to Scribble.io. And just watch out for more games tomorrow for COD Mobile. I think this will be a really exciting match. So just continue to come on at this time to support each other. And Jojo, do you think that what do you think that we should do after this? I think we should continue playing our own game or Scribble.io. I think I've just been influenced by it too much.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I really feel like I want to play a good game of Scribble.io again. I think it's been a very long time, especially when I just have to commentate on just games. I really want to be inside the action so much. Yeah, I think this is really made me want to play again.
And Ethan, looks like Ethan is talking that he was hungry, especially with Blendon. I was exceptionally hungry. Seeing his name as well, but wow, what an intense match, especially the Ethan versus Ethan. I think since the fact that Ethan almost won Ethan, and Ethan again at the other Ethan at the end was again lagging behind, but Ethan will be super was super competitive to have gotten over. But it was so surprising that the two dominatory players was actually the people who were not Ethan. But anyway, as you can see, comment down below who do you think will be the ultimate winner for this as the scoreboards continue to tabulate.
Oh, which way is it? Oh, yeah, it's here. It's here.
Oh, wait.
It's here.
I think
okay, we can see PP was damn beast in the game. Oh yeah, I agree. I think with a game, especially with a game with her own brother, oh my goodness, she was she was brutal with it, and she really didn't give a chance to everyone else. I wouldn't be surprised if she came out on top this time.
Yeah, so but that was such an amazing match, but I'm just usually lost for words, especially in this where I think sometimes it get competitive, but we must remember that it remains a friendly game, especially is and I want to give a shout out to the organizers for thinking of such amazing games and such an amazing idea of coming out with all this gameplay thinking.
Yeah, and I really thank the com for coming with such a brilliant idea. I would have thought that you have had a game for Brawl Stars, which I'm also very good at. But I think to Josh, oh my god, I'm super good at Scribble.io. I'm very amazing. If you need to know, maybe I can play with you one day. But I think you wouldn't want to lah. So but you spelled it wrongly. Please get your vocab right. If not, you won't be able to play Scribble.io.
Yeah, as Brandon is again asking whether is it Scribble.io or is it Scribble.io. I think many of us has been again talking about how it's pronounced as Scribble.io, and And Jonas, Josh R is asking you, how good are you at Scribble.io?
I'm amazing at it. I'm super good. And I don't know, I mean to Shayne, I didn't say it was Fee.
I think during this match, I think what will be very interesting is that if we manage to find time, it will be a commentator versus commentator match.
Yeah, I think it will be such an all-stars match. It was amazing. It will be amazing. I think everyone here would also want that. It will be such a tight fight.
Yeah, and I see all the players are coming up onto the main chat with Shayne and Ethan. Wow, and Josh Au has actually just said that it should be a commentator versus a comms matchup. Wow, that would be such an intense game, especially if you get all the other commentators, just like how excellent Denzia and Cliff were just now in the Tetris game.
Yeah, I think we wouldn't be holding a com game. I think the commentators will be just too good. I think we'll come out first, and then yeah.
But however, I want to disagree with Josh Au because even though Jonas confirmed lose, I think we want to just be affirmative to our friend, affirm our friends, and not only that, Jonas has already won my heart, so that's why I'm gonna give him a hug on my I think it's my left side.
I think
Am I doing it correct way?
Yes.
Yes, and so thank you so much for being with me. I think this is the closest that we can get, especially in our whole circuit breaker time.
Yes.
It was I think it was super close. Jonas, Josh Au is actually boasting and saying that he can actually become as good as Leonardo, as just now what we were talking about.
I think, right, if you ever heard of this guy called Salvador Dali, he comes out with amazing drawings. You should just check it out as well. It's very interesting also. I'll type it down for you guys. It's amazing. Yeah, but let's move on to this finale on Saturday. I think Nigel, how excited are you for Saturday?
Well, Jonas, I think many of us have been playing so hard today and trying our best to manage to get the first place. So I'm super excited to see who are in the top five, the top five people for finale, especially in this. I'm wondering what is the stakes, because I want to see and hope that I as well get the bubble tea. I think that was the stakes.
I would want to have my bubble tea as well. So I think Area 3 better do it.
And it is the battle for first. We have the first five players again. At the top, we have number one, Shayne. Number two,
alfredosauce Grace Kong.
And number three, we have Wayne, the brother.
Wow, this is a very good one. Brother and sister in the top five. And then we have Ariel in fourth. It's still moving on.
And yeah, we have Ariel in fourth. And we have Fayth Lim at the end. All of them from almost ML04, ML05, ML06, ML03, B, ML42. All of them are from different cells. Even though this morning we started off, this afternoon we started off with so many different people from so many different areas. Yep. It's anybody's game at the moment.
Yep. And to those in the comment section, show more support for those who are moving on. If they happen to be in your cell, in your area, show more support. Get them to prepare as much as possible for Saturday's intense finale, because you could win yourself a cup of bubble tea delivered to you just by showing that support for your area mate.
Yeah, and not only that, I believe that everybody did play a very big role, especially the only reason why they could get the points was that because the other players drew very nicely. So I'll give a round of applause to everybody in this game. This is an excellent game for everybody. And I believe that even as we move on, this will want to be almost the end of today's MegaMaynia.
Yeah,
where we will come back tomorrow.
Us for company today, for spending 3 hours with us, 2 hours with us in this exciting 4 matches that we've just seen in the past few hours.
That is correct, Jojo. And even as that, remember that this will not be the only final for Scribble, but there's way more things lined up for you. Again, reminders for tomorrow's COD Mobile, and for Saturday's Tetris, there will be a Tetris final as well. And more to that, Friday again tomorrow. The COD Mobile. There were so many people, and as you can see, the many different competitors just now are celebrating with each other and saying that the battle was indeed actually a spelling competition, and it was crazy. And I do agree with this. It was super fast. Everybody was very, very quick in their guessing. And don't you agree that the game actually became quicker and more intense as the minutes passed?
Yeah, I think what really changed the whole entire what really was a turning point for the 4 games was when the time limit got cut down to 60 seconds from the 80 initially. I think that was really what really changed the whole atmosphere in the game, and it suddenly became very intense and competitive. I think
Yeah, I agree with that. Wow, that's such an amazing actually. Again, and we want to say, and that's, I think we have come to the end of the stream.
Yep. We'll see you on Saturday for the finale. We'll be prepared for another fun time with the two of us. Be here or be square.
Be square. No. Yeah. Okay. So we want to thank you guys so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for COD Mobile.